We'll then grab this, which lets me grab the pop out. All the while trying to start the damn game. The stuff I do in 10 minutes, it actually ends up being in 5 minutes, because the first 5 minutes I'm like, ah, yes. Quiet, Tyroki. Nobody needs to listen to you. They're listening to me. Oh wait, I am Tyroki. Well, anyway. Let me move all of the things, so now I have an actual chat nice and set up and ready to go. Meanwhile, we've got Nigel apparently playing ball pit. The X is apparently silent. Who'd have thunk? Here to hype the new fit. Hell yeah! Speaking of which, we have a new look a la Kalissa, who did something for Inktober that was freaking awesome, and naturally I wanted to use it. Yeah. How to turn... It's not the first time I've turned fan art into a new do. The first time was a sheep. That's literally where Tybar comes from. I hope Lucy is doing well. But yeah, I am doing shenanigans while doing shenanigans. And preparing to stream all the same, and watching something about about how escalators function. So yeah. Hey, Naz the Neko, thank you very much. It's literally something I found on Dover. It was so the original music I was using turned out to be copyright, and the person who gave it to me couldn't find their right to it anymore. And so that meant that I can't use that anymore. So I did a quick look on Dover, and literally the first track I found was this. Okay. If you ever had a concept of fate, there it is. It was sitting right there, waiting for me. All right, let's do a quick load here in the background. Be prepared. The loading does take a moment. That's why I was trying to rush the game on. But I did load it up off stream. We did get the pilot. I did get the pilots up and done, like all the experience and all that stuff, good and done. By the way, gaming, if you'd like to be one of the eventual pilots that we can find, send me a profile picture and a backstory, and a name at least. The call sign is literally just gonna be a funny backstory about why he is literally named after the noise people make out of sheer fear or pain. Would be interesting. Escalators have a creature that eats the steps at the top and one at the bottom that spits them out. Reality is actually not disappointing, but it depends what you think is interesting or not. I find it interesting that an escalator is literally 2 tracks, and the steps literally sit on 2 tracks. Like the front is on the top track, the back, the underside is on the second track, the under track, and those 2 tracks are literally they come together when you're standing on them, and then when it comes to the top, they actually separate, and that's what allows them to go around. Yep, that's the Veritasium video. I started watching it out of sheer curiosity, and I'm like, oh, so that's how an escalator works. So I only got about 6 or 7 minutes in, so I haven't gotten to the reason why the escalator failed, given that it was literally 3 lines of defense all failed, one after the other. Now, to me, it seems kind of obvious that the escalator was not designed for triple capacity, Is that triple capacity? Is that what they said? It's like the amount of people that was on the escalator at first was a standard amount, like you know, usual, like 2 or 3 at a time. But then they pile in. There's triple the amount. It's a crazy amount of people. And yeah, that escalator, the escalators don't seem like they're designed for that many people. At that point, you're better off with steps. Tracks, does that mean the escalators are trains? Well, considering the wheel goes into the track, and then it technically, yes, each step is technically part of a train. You're not wrong. Each step is technically part of a train. So if you consider the front step, the top, like whichever, you know, like you have to pick one, right? One step is technically the main section of the train. The what's it called? What's the front called with the engine and everything? You don't just call it the engine of the train. You call it the, because I know the rest are carriages, because the rest of the steps technically function as carriages. Why am I still in the screen? Man, look at us. We're just sitting here talking away and things are already broken, but man, escalators, am I right? It's interesting. Also, hi!
Do you want to play a game? Or perhaps make a deal?
I was going to call this demonic intervention, then unholy intervention, but decided that sublime intervention was better. Because you have divine intervention, and then you have sublime intervention. I am the sublime. It does! It looks so good! By the way, Kalissa, thank you so much for this. It's freaking awesome. And you may note, the menace in the background is, if I'm correct, that should be the new one. It actually is going to cycle every 10 minutes between the 4 various versions of the Violet, you know, of, well, I keep thinking Violet Menace, but there's nothing violet about it. It's magenta. Violet Menace was a thing that someone else came up with and I adopted, but now that Violet just doesn't work, it's just the Menace. Which, frankly, the Menace is really on point for me. I am an absolute menace. I show up at people's streams and cause trouble by accident. I'm just showing up, having fun, and trying to support people, and I end up running afoul of minor rules. It cracks me up though. The cycling will be hella cool. I agree. It's nice to not just have it the same way. Let's have a look back up here. The reason the handrails are going faster sounds silly at first, but makes sense in hindsight. Is that because they have to go faster to actually keep up with the lower section, which it's like going the outside of a track in order to go, you know, if you have a cycle track going around in circles, the inner goes, you know, one way. Because around the outside it would have to go faster to keep up with the inside, right? Or is it different? I haven't gotten to the handrail part yet. Damn it, man. Let's call it Gunny PG of goodness. Hey, Hoy Leper, how you doing? Also, Nez the Neko. If purple things are grape flavored, does that mean Tyroki is grape flavored? Well, there's a possibility of being grape flavored, or I could just simply be purple flavored. But as a degree of me is a mixture of purple and pink, then how, in fact, would that taste? What constitutes as a mix? Like, what is magenta? Are there any magenta fruits or berries or shenanigans? Also, I love grapes. There is something about a grape that is just really tasty, especially the green ones. God, I love the green grapes. Green ones are freaking delicious. Even better if they don't have seeds. But hey. By the way, thank you again for the raid. you're a deviant, you know that. Showing up in the starting screen. You missed the glory that is Susie. Poor Susie sitting there not able to do her job yet. She probably wasn't even paying attention at the time, to be fair.
I resent that remark. I was paying attention, but I am not supposed to do anything until you get started, my lord.
All right, settle down. She wasn't paying attention.
I was this time.
And every other time you weren't? Yeah, that's what I thought. She was off the clock. She's never off the clock, to be fair. She literally lives in the security room. Like, getting her out of that room has been historically a pain in the ass. There's literally a bathroom across the hall, and she will hold it until she has no other choice.
Don't call me out like that.
I've called you out like that plenty of times.
Yes, and it's rude.
Okay, that's fair. Woke up. Please give my brain a few minutes to start. A few minutes? How about a few seconds? I'm willing to give you about 10. All right, 10, 9. You take your time, Hoylipper. You wake up. Wake up and do shenanigans. What's this about Ultra Eager? Because, we do have a variety of pretty epic things that we can do around here. Now hopefully I disabled Swishy. Hello, Swishy. Yeah, get your divine evil. Get your divine evil, everyone. I know it's daily evil, but today it's divine. Or we could call it sublime evil. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, good. Hey, stop trying to take my cards. Oi, let my card go. Oi, this is mine. It's mine. You couldn't handle the power in this one card. Ah, frick! Oi! What are the dimensions for a profile image in BT? Oh, gods, I think it was 512 by 512. I think. America would know better. I believe it's 512 by 512. I don't remember how thick the file can be, but I think it only really cares about dimensions, so... Right, we have Glory ready to go. So, as some of you may remember, and some of you who are either new here or weren't here last stream, we ended up with a few people injured, myself included, and oh boy, was it one heck of a series of injuries. That was a nasty last mission. We ended up with enemies low, and so enemy reinforcements were low, and the enemies that we actually had to take down were high. And I mean, when I say high, I mean literally spawned up a massive cliff above where we started. They were ready for us. Now me, I made the mistake of trying to take a sniper shot early. And by taking a sniper shot early, it meant that I didn't get evasion. Unfortunately, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because when you try and take an artillery shot in BattleTech Advanced, you lose all evasion because you're taking the turn, right? But I was in such a bad position that an enemy showed up because they spawned above us and got a headshot. That was bad. I spent a good chunk of that mission trying to keep my character alive through med kits. We did end up prevailing, and we didn't lose any mechs. The only real damage was that headshot and a lot of armor. Oh boy, we lost a lot of armor. If we were stock fits, we'd have been losing mechs left, right, and center. It was bad. It was definitely bad. Serini, how you doing? But on the plus side, we did prevail, and we prevailed with a shiny. For you see, we are at war, and while we are only particularly good enough for 3, potentially 3.5 skulls, and that is some degree, or it was some degree of punching up, we managed to walk out of that mission with a longbow. But we also, in a prior mission, walked out with a thug. We have moved up into assaults already. Because the mission that we did, that we were so unprepared for. Duckies! So rubbery. Brr. So what ended up coming about of all of this is the last mission. We got thrown into what, if I recall correctly, was a 4.5 skull. We were punching up hard in the last missions. We are currently in a series of battles. We've gone to help defend the Federated Suns, and it just, for a world that was supposed to be, I believe it's 3.5 skull, it punches up something fierce. Oh god, never mind, it's 4. So yeah, we ended up doing a 4 skull mission that we were surprisingly capable of. We were fighting assaults all over the frickin' place. It was a mix of heavies, assaults, and I don't know, I can't remember if there was a single medium. It was rough. It was rough. However, being able to walk out of it with literally assaults is freaking awesome. Yes, assault is 80 tons and above. For, you see, our Helepolis is only a heavy, and that's 75. We do have a surprising range of mechs here. The Chimera. Oh, the Chimera is on the... Oh, gods, we need to repair the Chimera. That's going to take a couple of days. We may or may not have it back in time, but Icky is down, so... Well, we might need to pick up a couple more people. I believe we're at capacity, and we haven't actually been able to find any of the people that we've added so far. It's kind of been a bit sad and unfortunate and just a little painful, but it's fine. It's fine. Icky and Chuckles are down. Icky has to stay. Chuckles we could probably replace. Chuckles is... Chuckles...
Standing by.
Is fairly built up, but Chuckles is running around in my Hellback. Very defensive setup for good reason. Chuckles is kind of designed to survive as long as possible in a mech that is very nice. For those who haven't seen, for those who are just coming in, haven't been here in previous streams, or have just simply forgotten, this is the Hellback. The Hellback is a hunchback with 5 heavy flamers and 2 SRM6s with Inferno ammo. This does not do anything other than heat except for punch. This thing has been able to cause ammo explosions, shutdowns, and has outright neutered mechs that should be a massive problem, simply because they decided to bring the heat. When you bring energy and missiles, you are asking for a shutdown, and the Hellback obliges. The downside, Chuckles got absolutely wrecked. Icky got wrecked. It was a pretty rough mission, but I think I took the brunt of most of it. We can either have the Assassin or the Chimera, I believe. Oh, yeah, we can either have... Oh, wait, no, maybe we can have... No, okay, we can have the Assassin or the Chimera. There is no in between. No, I believe we can have the assassin. There is no choice. Good to know. 2 questions. Do you know of Slime Arbor? No. And is there a voice pack for him in BTAU? I have no idea. We can... Hang on a minute. There's a way to find out.
Waiting for orders.
I'm gonna guess Sly is...
Standing by.
Let's try here. So that would be in front of the female ones. Tech, Svelte, Pagan Horde, MIG, Ledoux, Jelly Roll, HPFT, Grandpa Tex, Figging, Elias, Duncan Fisher, Das, Darth Darius, Dagoth, Chaotic Harmony, Chaotic Harmony, Bloody Doves, and the good old-fashioned AI. And I believe you were Brad? Oh, went way too far. Hang on a minute. Let me there it is. All right, let's oh, we can just cancel. That works too. I say Chimera, but I'm biased. Oh, the Chimera's fine. The Chimera's a good mech. The Assassin is a good mech. Kalissa, of course. Yeah. Wait, Kalissa, do you happen to know a whole lot or even a little bit about Mech Warrior or BattleTech, both of which are the same IP, by the way? BattleTech is just the tactical variant of Mech Warrior. Mech Warrior is the FPS variant of BattleTech. The Chimera, this strange and ugly bastard right here. This thing is actually nasty the way I've built it. I built it with 2 medium X pulses, so pew 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 pew, and a MRM 30, which is just 30 missiles aimed in that direction. The accuracy, not great, but it's 30 missiles aimed in that direction. So that's pretty cool. Now, I believe, seeing as we're down 3 people, we can either reduce our tanks and increase our mechs, or we can go the other way around. Probably better to have mechs, but we'll see how we look in 2 days. Right, let's push time forward, see if anything happens, or if we're going straight to our mission.
Financial report.
Up the financial. We currently have 9.3 grand. We were prepared and ready for this. Luckily, we are in the mission. And the assassin should be good to go. So we can get the assassin up and running. What do we have? We have a battle. All right, battles are nice. A 5 skull! Oh, gods. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. We're down a variety pilot and... Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. We are down. Me, Icky, and I believe Chuckles is already out. Okay. I'm gonna say Swooshy's gonna have to take a mech instead of just the Marsden for a change. Tank is going to stay in the Nightshade. Pion has no choice. Zid currently, the big gun is currently down. Oh gods, I didn't realize the big gun was damaged. Hang on a minute. That makes sense. That would need some fixing. Repair, that's going to take 1 day. All right, let's get that moved even before. Here we are. Oh, the Chimera is done. The big gun will be done after a mission. The assassin, what's going on with the assassin? What's going on here? Oh shit, right, the assassin is being benched. I forgot about that. We needed the parts. We did end up with a better mech, so it's fine. Let's just go ahead and bench that. Right, let's get to the mission. Let me have a look back here. Righty. At least they are not vampire duckies. Well, that's fair. Though keep in mind, you were only able to make that vampire ducky out of sheer freaking luck as part of your awakening. I looked into what it takes, and that's going to be high-end life and massively high-end matter. We're talking like 5 and 5, man. We're talking 5 and 5 to convert a vampire into a rubber duck. So you got lucky with your awakening. Assault class was, yep, read that. It probably isn't included a standard, but I appreciate you looking. It's okay. Wait a minute. The last lore I heard about Slime Marbo was that his mind was so broken he can only communicate by writing and on orc skulls with his combat knife. He should be mute. Oh, well, you still have to use something in here, but Callisto does not. That's fine. Don't worry about it. The assassin's down. The chimera should be up and running. TTS versus lore. He can only communicate by screaming. Oh gods, please no. I mean, it would make sense for you as your name is gaming. Here's your kindred and spirit. Yes. Matter 5, life 5. Yes, thought so. Right. So Alexandria is sending us into hell, I understand. Righty. I think the urban mech might be an okay choice for this, believe it or not. We are gonna have to take Swishy out of the Marsden for now. We're gonna need Zid. I'm out, Icky is out. The Chimera is good. Zid does have missile capabilities. Let's have him take over the Chimera for now. Icky being in the Chimera is kind of funny, given that Icky is actually being built for melee, but I don't have a good melee built mech yet. We do need to build one. That is a thing. Choice. Do we bring the Scorpion? No, I don't think we do. We need to get our hands on some, fast cam that are not Inferno. Inferno's nice and all, but the Inferno is just not cutting it. So we're gonna put the longbow in. The longbow is currently it's vanilla. It has very little defenses. It is basically LRM, what was that? It's like LRM 50. I'm waiting for the end of the war so that I can enhance the longbow dramatically. It's gonna need about 2 mil. 2 mil and roughly 12 days, and the longbow will be a incredibly capable mech. Right. And finally, as we have had to reduce our forces quite dramatically, Swishy is going to need to be a mech. So question now becomes, which mech does Swishy bring? She can bring the Scorpion, but like I said, the Scorpion will basically have to fall back on standard LRM, as Inferno Fastcam, it's good, and the standard LRM, like LRM 30 is not terrible. It's just a question of if we want to bring a pocket rocket trash can with rocket launcher 40 and a pair of VR medium lasers. It's really going to be down to, is that pocket rocket Irby going to actually make a dent? Now, rocket launcher 40 is about 140 damage in a single shot. So yeah, it could. Inferno longbow. Oh, that's dirty, especially considering I'm planning for it to be LRM 60 to 70. Ew. Bring all the mechs. Gamer, how you doing? It's good to see everybody, by the way. How has everybody been? I know we've got a lot of people here. We're roughly 40 minutes into stream, and I finally ask, how have you all been? What have you guys been up to? What shenanigans have you had in your lives? Tell me I live vicariously through my chat. Me? I do nothing. I mostly sit around doing crazy research for fun TTRPGs or playing video games and occasionally going for long-ass walks and going to the gym just to maintain, you know, my body. I spend too much time indoors, except for these long-ass walks, but I spend too much time indoors and I live in a city where nothing... It's not even a city, it's a town. I live in a town. Nothing happens here. So I live vicariously through all of you. Even if your days are mundane and you just simply went to work. How did it go? What happened at work? What did Sheila do this time? Was Matt a jackass? What happened? Don't mind me. All right. Okay. Well, you know the Scorpion and the Irby, they're both rough. I mean, the Scorpion's a damn sight tankier than the Irby, but the Irby moves at the speed of haha. We need to get Ty a plushie to cry into. We need to get Ty a plushie. We need to get a Ty plushie. We need to get a Ty plushie, honestly. Right. I'm thinking this is a 5 skull, but the Irby moves at the speed of haha. However, Swooshy is not built for either of these mechs. However, perfect targeting is a usable thing across the board. In fact, actually thinking about it, overwhelming aggression is too. The only thing that sucks for either of these mechs is intensify firepower, and technically intensify firepower on the Scorpion could be interesting, especially if we increase the damage for LRM 30 and it happens to move in a deadfire range, or I don't know. The Irby moves at the speed of the Irby is just shy of 300 kilometers per hour. The Irby goes at the speed of, wait, how fast is that trash can moving? The things we did to that poor urban mech. Yes. Sleep problems. I had a terrible nightmare. Got Nobel Peace Prize by giving the politician a Snickers. Oh, politician a Snickers. Politician a Snickers. What? What kind of strange dream is that? Better question. Why was I in the dream? If I'm in the dream, you must have some real nightmares about me. Am I that evil? Ooh, yeah, I'm that evil. Yay, I'm evil. I was seeing things. Exactly the speed of Naz, and now I was seeing things. Yeah, nobody expects a trash can to just run on by. You expect the trash can to be like chugunk, 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 not. Honestly, with the speed that urban mech is going, if I could get an Atlas and have the Atlas with the urban mech, it'd be like, yes, yes, my child, go play, and the kid's just running off. Fear the turbo Irby. Exactly. The fun part as well is that because it's an urban mech, it has evasive. The downside, no one has 15 missions under their belt to get the +2 bonus. However, I do think it's a funny idea that Swooshy pilots the urban mech. So let's get the Void Demon in the little speed demon. Okay, I think that's as good as she is going to get. We're looking at 8 mechs short of our usual 9, and we're looking at 2 tanks short of our usual 3. That's not terrible. No, that's not terrible. That's workable. But trash can win that way. Trash can win that way. Don't ask. Don't ask where I get the energy from. I have no idea. I am drawing from the deepest wells of my ADHD soul. Right! Okay, let's hit the deploy button. We've sat at this screen for long enough. We've been as tactical as we can. It is now time to hurl ourselves into the death pit that is a 5 skull. Gods, I hope we punch up enough. I'm expecting the trash can to go flying and expecting to lament not bringing the tankier scorpion. But again, we are going to exist on literally trying to get 7+ evasion. That trash can might have been nice and stealth, to be fair. Honestly. Maybe we could slow it down and stealthify it. No, because that would just that wouldn't fix the problem. No. On the plus side, the trash can should be able to go, hi, blam, bye. The downside, Swishy does not have the skills to do a shoot and run. Move, shoot, run is... Can we move, shoot, run? I'm pretty sure it's you either move, shoot, or you get the ability to shoot, then move. I don't think you can move, shoot, move, can you? It's not like D&D where you take half your movement, shoot somebody, and then take the rest of your movement. Faster than a trash can rolling down the hill. Literally! Literally! Trash can rolling down the hill. It would take one hell of a hill to catch that speed. That being said, it would eventually get up to speed. It really depends. Like, I would say that the trash can's little stumpy arms will probably get shorn off on the way down, or at least crushed. That's gonna depend though, and unfortunately if it tries to roll down the hill, the urban mech will probably bounce a lot because of the little arms, to the point that it might actually take a lot more damage just trying to go down the hill that way, quite frankly. Also, I did not look at the mission. It's urban. Okay.
We're approaching the enemy drop site, Commander. Eyes peeled. Take care moving forward, as we are expecting heavy resistance. Don't take this lightly. They know we're coming. Oliver out.
The Chancellor wills your death.
The smog is heavy enough to mess with sensors as well as visuals. Keep your eyes peeled for ambushes, but remember, the enemy is stuck in the soup as well.
By the way, we're running Oliveira as a Ponzi dude because right off the bat, I believe it was Tank who suggested that I voice Oliveira as upper crust. So now he has a Ponzi sound to him, which to me makes a degree of sense as to why he doesn't care enough to actually get good intel. The man can't intel to save his life, and he certainly can't save our lives with it. Right, we already see a mech down in the depths. Actually, that's kind of useful for us. What's that? That's the Anubis. If we could probably... What have we got? Okay, the urban mech wants to haul us. It's only going to get 6 evasion out of everything. Unfortunate. Carl! How's it going, Rhubarb? Sorry, I literally just remembered you preferred Rhubarb. But the Scorpion. The Scorpion is a beast. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I probably could have brought it, but honestly, I've been itching to try the urban mech. A 5 skull may not have been the place, but...
Understood. Moving fast.
I mean, look at that urban mech go. Look at it go. Look at it go. It was way back here, and it's like, nyum! Okay, so we are on
What can I do for
enemy
ya?
time. I can, you know, here I can maintain a degree of elevation. And I would like to at least get Midnight and a couple of others along the upper section. I'm hoping the enemies primarily are down there. We do, however, have an enemy unit and a support unit. That is a legitimate concern. And if I go too far this way, could get punched by whatever that is. That could be a problem. However, I probably should go for the slightly more accurate hit. I am elevated. That should give me a nice little bonus. Won't be a huge bonus, but... Whew, right. Keep forgetting. They do have that sweet, sultry starting point. Well, I'm still going to take the shot.
All weapons are go!
Even a slight bit of damage is nice, but an Ossol, okay, that's a start. I am going to now reserve, having remembered that that is... Going first is not great in this game. What do we have? What is an Ossol? That is a 60-ton using... What the hell are coils? Either is fine. I know you mean me. I do mean you. I do in fact mean you. That actually is, of all of the Osts mechs, that one's not too bad. I kind of like the dual... I like the dual energy cannons on the shoulders. There's something cool about that for me. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those. And stock, it's pretty tanky. Coils are lasers that charge up as the mech moves. Interesting, but also bad for me. Gotcha. No, we're just gonna keep reserving. I want them to move first. Moving the Anubis, not the greatest of choices, but Melly is actually more evasive now than she was. The downside, she's lost all that, all the possible damage reduction for not actually going. So did Swishy, but that's okay. I can make use of this. We're getting an idea of what our opponents are bringing. They've decided to run past. They've gone straight for the urban mech. They smell weakness in the urban mech. That is a mistake on their part. That is a cataphract made of a lot of laser. This is where the Hellback would have been fantastic. Wait, no, we brought the Hellback. I gotta get the Hellback to that cataphract. A 3LL. That sounds like custom to me. That has gotta be a custom. They used to use the laser slots, but one of the updates moved them to super weapons. Oh, gods! Well, it's overheated itself. If I can get the Hellback to it, that thing is just now... That thing will be useless.
I've got your back.
All right, tank. Tank is going to... Standard urban environment problem. It's a little slow on working out what we're allowed to do. Right. That thing made a mistake. That thing made a dramatic mistake, and I am actually going to abuse that mistake. Nope, not like that. We're going to sensor lock this thing specifically and not worry about a probe ping yet. Primarily because I don't think anybody else can get within good enough range yet. Okay, the Irby's getting pelted. They really do smell weakness, huh?
Minimal damage.
What they neglect to see is the fact that that thing is a whole ass of an urban mech that actually is as fully tanky as I can make it. Ez, how you doing, Ez? Mans went straight to lurk. I appreciate the lurk, man. I really do.
Yes,
By the way, Az, if you can actually hear me, Final Fantasy XIV, my subscription has come to an end, and I currently can't afford to sub back up. I will sub up when I am capable. Right, do we want to hit the Ostsol? Which, I mean, we've got some okay accuracy on it. We could also move. I'm loath to do that right now with something that can look straight at my rather flimsy little TBM5. I'll take 32% chance, honestly. Fire! Easy to overheat or immobilize it, so it's helpless. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Some decent hits. Okay, Cataphract has gone on the move. Cataphract feels like the Anubis is its biggest threat. Cataphract has made a dramatic mistake trying to go after the 9 evasion. But, I mean, if that's his choice, that's his choice. Right, Fuster Lizard is currently taking over on the Hellback. I don't think we're going to be able to get in range of... No, I don't think we're going to be able to get in good range for any of the weapons to get good hits, but we can get hits.
Copy that,
I
Commander.
am going to smother it in Inferno Gel. Take this, sucker! Yeah, it ain't much, but it's something. Incoming from the back. Okay. Most of the enemies are primarily in one place. I'm glad they missed the Hellback with all of that. The Hellback did not get much in the way of movement.
Yes, Commander.
Midnight, an absolute freaking powerhouse. Can get some bloody beautiful shots even after a sprint.
Take it, bitch!
It's ridiculous what Midnight can get up to, honestly. So Midnight is going to come over here, and she is just going to say blah, blah, blah. Oh. Ah. Thanks for the care package and the hydration. Hydration? Let me get a quick stretch here. This is actually... I completely forgot to stretch it out before I started, so this is... Oh, yeah. Oh. Thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot. How you doing, Raya? Right. Fire! Miss. That's a hit. That's a solid hit with residue, and it is now inaccurate to some degree. Oof, the Hellback. They saw 4 evasion and they went, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, Zid.
What's the plan?
Let's get Zid out there. Oh, yep. Yep, that'll do nicely. This man is being surprisingly accurate with that MRN-30, but he is very accurate with those X-Pulses. So let's get that going. I would like the Assault, but I don't feel like I'm going to come out of this with one. So we give it hell. We give it hell. Hey, Raya, how do you like the look? If the mech with a coil moves enough to get 8 evasion, then the coil set to overcharge will do 240 damage and generate 404 heat. Been in bed with a migraine, but the meds just kicked in. Don't you love it when the meds kick in?
Commander?
Who doesn't love it when the meds kick in? Polecat. Polecat's gonna come right here. Focus fire. That thing is current immediate threat with 2 apparent super weapons that could absolutely wreck my face. Oh look, a 98.5% chance to hit. Oh well, I guess we're gonna keep that, but also up at a pulse. There is a chance that it'll jam, but I'll take that chance.
Confirmed.
Nice, solid hits. Still quite tanky.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
So Ninja is now that which is next. Ninja, I think, is just gonna come up into fairly close range. No, that's gonna be pretty close if we wanted some solid hits. That's gonna be bloody good hits too. We are currently gonna unload absolutely everything: the large binary laser, the rotary AC2 × 6, and the SRM6. Go!
Yes, fine.
Structure is exposed. Gods, the fact that we finally exposed the structure, but we knocked it down first is just crazy. God damn. I think that just reset. No, we've still got somebody. Who have we got? Clambake. Who the heck? Clambake is... Ah, yeah! Okay. I see you there, Mr. Clambake. Would you kindly turn to face the enemy, sir? Your accuracy is not fantastic, but I will take what I can get. Destroy it, I don't care. Wait, no. If we go for the head, there's still a chance. Go! There it goes. Bollocks, probably one. Four salvageable pieces! Let's go! Alright, so that's a super weapon. Apparently a super weapon carrier. I've got to run. Well, I am thankful that you were here as long as you were, honestly. So thank you very much. And again, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing in the horde. Yes. You have a great night. I'm guessing it's night, or is it afternoon? I'm trying to remember. Is it night or after? It should be afternoon there, right? Or evening at the very least. But you get some food, get yourself a drink, chuck your feet up, and have a great time.
Waiting for orders.
Right, Melly. We've taken out the, hell yeah! Who has a supercharger? No, not a supercharger. That thing had 2 coils. Apparently that's a freaking super weapon now, or something like that, so... I'm taking it for what it is. Right, Melly. Melly could pull this off. Can she pull this off in a way that isn't going to get her absolutely reamed? Right here, specifically. That's the safest bet for pulling this off, I think. Let me check. There's one spot here. Yeah, we'll miss the target. And if we go here, we only get 8 evasion. But we are going to come in. Or I could come here. That's some protection against all the rest. It is 1 less evasion, but... little bit of a terrain advantage, I think. Okay. And we're going to aim straight this way. And then we're going to hit the big galactic probe. Go! Nice, a raid. We need gunny pigs for the hellback. Gunny pigs? I know they're guinea pigs, but I like the idea of guinea pigs with little guns on them that we call gunny pigs. That would be freaking amazing. I need art of that. I need to put that on my freaking... I need to put that on my eventual commissions thing. Gunny pigs. Gunny pigs. This is an amazing idea. And nobody can tell me otherwise. At 12 evasion, they do 360 damage and generate enough heat to basically explode. Yep. Yep. That is enough heat to effectively explode. Oh, what do we got? We got an Orion. Okay. An Orion made of some degree of pain, actually. And we have a Black Hawk made of... oh, gods. Okay. The light PPCs are kind of unfortunate for it, but the heavy PPC is actually a consideration. That is a threat. And it's a degree of threat that's something the Hellback could actually go hunt down. For now, however, let's get Swishy into position. We've got 6 evasion, just moving here. Look how far this urban mech is going. Look how far this urban mech can go. Look at this. Look at this insanity. This is a freaking urban mech. Honestly, it's ridiculous. All right, let's aim for the cataphract. We are going to aim over our ally. We have elevation. Hopefully that elevation is enough to actually cause some assistance here. Fire! Probably going to hit the building a bajillion times. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're hitting the building a bit. We have to avoid destroying buildings if we want to increase the payout. I'm not too bothered, though. If you destroy the engine, but every limb and torso is still intact, then it hands max salvage. Yeah, but I have a tendency of destroying the entire CT as opposed to just the engine. We lucked out, frankly. We got lucky.
I've got your
really, really lucky. Right, I'm going to hold Tank's position for now. We're going to reserve him. What have we got? Our main force is coming up collectively. We will have to allow the enemy to move. And I am loath to allow that. All right,
Ready to
Fuster
rock.
Lizard, let's get you. It's not amazing. No matter what we do, he's only getting 5 evasion. On the plus side, it's 5 evasion. On the downside, it's only 5 evasion. Most of our people can get well beyond that. All right, let's stop him there. Zed is up next.
You have
Zed is... I mean, it's almost like I could just wait for the enemy to move. At least let them get into closer positions that allow me to do something a bit more. It also means we can collect Midnight. Why would you ever put 2 on 1 mech? That is a really good question. If 1 is that crazy, why would you ever do 2? That's just
How might I
insane.
help?
Unless your intention is to literally get, you know, like move just a little bit, coil up and fire both. But even then, is that really worth it? Keep reserving. Want the enemy to make the first mistake. Okay. Okay, thank frick for that. That... Oh. Wait. Lava. Ah! They're cute and fluffy, but there's long hairs in there, man.
Waiting for the right move.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh. Tastes like cat. Glorious. Yes. Let's turn off the demonic power for a moment.
See what you get.
Super Saiyan me. I'm probably gonna have to do a whole bunch of things because I don't actually have the ability to swap between everything yet. Oh dear. Right, Zed. We know where the enemies are. Do we Zed now or do we Midnight now? Actually, I think we Midnight now. We can get something with the ER. We can get something on either spot with the ER. I'm gonna do it from here then. We gotta get our cataphract up to speed. Fire! Nice shot. Oh gods, I'm a Kindle. No! Quick, hide me! Hide me in demonic power! Yeah! Ah, safety.
Oh, good, yes.
Unless you specifically want me to be a Gyaru, in which case, let me know. I don't mind it. Ah, frick! Now I'm a dark T-Rex. Well, if that's the way you want it. Okay, I'm a
What's the
T-Rex
plan?
now. But on the downside...
Okay. That took a while for the voice to go. I'm gonna have to do some more tinkering. Anywho. Hi. You want a T-Rex? You get a T-Rex. Now get into my mouth. I'm hungry. Hey, out of curiosity, what do you think would happen if I eat somebody as a T-Rex and then I turn back to normal? Does the meat shrink as well? Or do I end up dying horribly to the significantly sized thing in my belly? Personally, I would think that the machine would scale down the meat, but I don't know. What do you think? Wait. Harry. Delicious. Thank you. Shrinks with you, has to. Well, to be fair, it's the, what did I call it? It's like the animogrifier or the transmogrifier, it's something like that. I can't remember the name anymore. It's been a while since I've had to actually care about the damn thing. I've kind of thrown it down into R&D. It just keeps transforming me from there. Seems to have a major bone to pick with me. So anytime you guys decide that actually you want to turn me into something, that thing takes that wish and just hates me. I tell you. The Animal Transmogrificator. That sounds like me. That sounds like me. That sounds like something I'd call it. Fire! Thanks for the breakfast. Delicious cats. Well, delicious outside of the hairball that inevitably comes out of it, but still. Oh, that's another question. If I eat a swamp, no, I don't want to eat rubber. Not good for the stomach. Bad for the stomach. No, not eating the duckies. For they are rubber. Now, if you want me to actually eat some real ducks, I could eat some real ducks. That'll work just fine. Fire! That is some decent hits. I mean, sure, it's pretty
No! I'm back to normal. No. Hey, wait. Yeah! Transformation protection! Nice try. Next time, try your A game. I am protected by power! You can't so easily touch me now! You just unlocked a character in ball spit that turns the game into a turn-based game. Ooh, so much happening right now. Hey, whoa! I mean, there's enemies here. Yeah. A little bit of collateral, but still. Good aim. I had to help you, but still. You're good. You got them. Right. You know, actually, Ninja could keep the elevation. And by keeping the elevation, keeps the accuracy. Hey, whoa, come on. What? Why? God damn! All right, relax, it's fine. Mine. Okay, what else have we got in the map? We've taken down 1, we've seen 3, and there's still at least 4 more mechs that we haven't seen, roughly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are out there somewhere. And there's a possibility they decide to bring more. No idea yet, but we'll get that point. I'm gonna move the longbow. Can we get any good accuracy if I run? Holy crap, we can. Specifically against the Orion. Okay. Well, specifically against the Orion, huh?
How can I help?
What if, right? What if I send tank out? Can we still get things from here? Debatable? I might need to de-elevate to get things. But I reckon if I move tank here, I should be able to get a good probe going. Good night for some bullying, ain't it? He deserves it. He has a Barney transfer in it. That's not Barney, that's me. It's literally my color scheme. Forget Barney. That's all about me. Sonny Jim. Activate the probe. All right, 5 hits. That's 5 things they're gonna struggle to aim, which is good. It's very, very useful for us. All right, let's get Pion moved. Can I get her extra elevated?
Moving to position.
Would that work? Also, the level of accuracy we have just obtained is very nice. Granted, that has some big damage reduction, but good chances to hit. Let's do it. What other purple dinosaur do you know of me when I turn into one? I'm the more important one. Do I look like some child frickin'... Do I look child-friendly to you? Do I look child-friendly to you? I am in no way child-friendly.
Receiving you.
And not with some of the jokes I make. Woohoo! Nope. No, sir.
That was brutal!
What's brutal? What do you... Wait, what? Firing at the Orion. Wait, can we actually get a lot closer and still get a good shot on the Orion? We can.
Affirmative.
You know how sprint sometimes just doesn't work like this? I'm really glad it's working like this. Fire! Ah! You know the lasers do actually sting. They're not like, it's not like using a standard laser where you point it in somebody's eye and you'll blind them. This will actually sting. It does actually do thermal damage. Very, very sore. Just saying. All right, target prediction. That's going to help everybody else. We currently cannot do half the stuff that I'd like to do right now to my opponents. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the Anubis run up. And we're going to shoot the Cataphract from here. We might take the Cataphract out before the Hellbat can actually get to anything. Right, Swishy. Swishy is... God damn, that... As a freaking urban mech. This is insanity. We're gonna go up. We're gonna smack the Orion with pretty much everything we can muster. Hell, can we get technically in behind it? We can, but we could get stomped. This could hurt the urban mech, or it could really open up the back of the Orion. I have an idea. Swishy, go into its back. We have a single shot of this. I'll nibble your giblets! Goodbye, Mr. Orion! Fire! Ooh! 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 Goddamn! Yeah, I literally just changed from the MRM reloadable rocket launcher into the single shot. Ooh, that was worth.
Talk to me.
All right, what do we got in the back here? A catapult. Okay. Not really feeling the 5 skull. Oh. Okay, we do have a 90-ton assault mech. The Sunder. And I gotta say, for a brick, that's kind of cool. That's not half bad for a brick. Right, what do we know? We know 1, 2, 3, 4. We've taken out half of one. We are missing 2 units. There are 2 units hiding somewhere. Let's get tank as far up as we can.
I'm picking up a new sensor.
There we go, found him.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Oh. That's a concern, right?
Aye,
aye. And who's gonna nibble my giblets? You dare try to nibble my giblets? Yep, there's more. Turns out there's an entire 3rd lance. Oh Oh boy. All right, we got a 90 ton or a 65 ton, no, 100 ton. Okay, now I'm seeing the 5 skulls. Oh gods, I hope there's nobody back there. That's gonna be bad. Right, doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is take out the targets we can. So, taking out the targets we can, let's go have a look at the cataphract. And by look at the cataphract, I mean tell the cataphract it needs to go away. We have things to do.
Of course.
And this is what I meant by missiles in that direction. Awesome. That was probably an arm, but I'll take what I can get. Right. Lizard here. I could disable the cataphract pretty much, making it... But yeah, I can pretty much disable it.
Roger, Skipper.
If we're lucky. It's looking like it's going to be an if we're lucky kind of deal. All right. Unleash hell.
Fun time.
All right, that was a good amount. And the pilot is bleeding. If we could keep that overheating, we actually might be able to walk away with one of those too, if we're lucky. Right. What else have we got? Or at least a good chunk of pieces. I'll take a good chunk of pieces over nothing at all, honestly. Right, ninja. Ninja's got no elevation on the enemy there. And if he stands still, he's in some very hot water there. We're going to go down. We're going to shoot because we are down the rotary. Fire! All right, solid start. Who's up next? We have the enemy. The enemy has decided to de-elevate a little and is... Ugh!
Losing lots of armor.
Yep, I see that, buddy. What got ravaged? Your shield arm, that's fine. I'll take the shield arm, honestly. They didn't do much to anything of value, and that's okay with me. It also decided that we are the threat, and that wonderful little rocket launcher, the little pocket rocket, is no threat whatsoever, which, to be fair to it, it's not a threat at all. It's going to have to go towards the Sunder or come into behind the cataphract. Either way, that's it has to do something other than sit next to the Black Hawk. Otherwise, it's going to be easy pickings. All right, the quick draw. The quick draw is going to have some struggles hitting that the cataphract. The cataphract's kind of... It's a little bit, yeah. It's a bit crowded.
Affirmative.
Right, let's go for the Black Honk. The Black Honk.
Cry havoc.
That's a lot of misses. That's very unfortunate. Should have expected it for 4 evasion, but it's also a good amount of hits. It's not terrible. The Irby nibbled the enemy mech's giblets. Yes, I agree with that.
You need me to hold still?
Literally showed up and went om nom 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 nom. Because there is very it's over there, and it's over there, and there's a little bit over there. You know, don't worry about it. All right, let's get the Thunderbolt Wonder. Where can we move the Thunderbolt Wonder that can get everybody? Pretty much anywhere around here, honestly. Well, in that case, let's get a little protection. We are not going to be firing at the cataphract, apparently. We will have to either fire at the Sunder or the Black Hawk. But if we could, say we come here, right? That's good enough. I deem that good enough. We're going to help with taking out the cataphract. I don't mind if I have it. I don't mind if I lose it. Ooh, gods, don't hit my allies. Don't hit my allies. Oh, those look so close.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
It was a fair chunk of misses, but I'll take either way. Hits are hits. Panicked. Explosion. The ammo for the LB went up, and it's gone. Heat, everybody. Always be afraid of the heat. Right. Okay, we've had this before. Midnight could hit that enemy. She might hit the quick draw. I've got to
Go into
kind
full
of
throttle.
hope that she doesn't. Please don't hit the quick draw. Good. 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 Fantastic. I don't mind a miss as long as it doesn't hit us. Az, if you can hear me, can you hear me, Az? Are you in lurk, or are you able to hear? I do recall you saying that you have a tendency of muting but lurking to support streams. So, but if you can, if you do happen to be able to hear, let me know. Right, the Sunder. It's not great accuracy. What about if I go here? Better. Ukami! Open the window. A wild cicada incoming. Oh! We have a Cabo!
Move order received.
Even better. I do like Cabo. Ukami's fun, but he's a bit too mischievous for my taste a lot of the time. I do like the little bug. The little bug is cute. Cute and adorable. And apparently does art. That's the funny part. It's literally a little jade cicada that does art. Where's my deserved bamboo? You want bamboo?
Not much armor left in that
I
location.
don't know if... technically, I know somewhere with some bamboo that I could source a little bit. Too much, and it'll be noticeable given, you know, it's not really a native thing to New Zealand. Gotta be careful of that. More hydration. I will be careful.
Damage is light.
Then you may have a little bit of bamboo that I will be able to source for you.
Ready for
All
orders.
yours, buddy. Right, the Sunder has come in. I was hoping we could maybe squeeze through here, but looking like that's not doable. Okay, we're not going to go for the Sunder then. Unless... Ooh, yeah. Unless we can come in from the side. We are down the rocket launcher.
On the move. Full speed.
This is expected. I know the heat is rough, but now we're down to just 2 lasers. We should start venting, and by the time the rocket launcher is
Taking a
back,
shot.
which Swooshy does have a high gunnery, so she should be able to get it back fairly soon.
Commander?
Melly is going to... You know, that is a back shot. Oh, that evasion. No, we're gonna move tank into position.
How can I help?
Tank, do your thing. How are we looking for potentially pretty good by the looks of it? Where are these in? There are some vehicles. Okay, there's our vehicle. That's good. A 95-ton vehicle, a 90-tonner, 65-tonner, 65-tonner, and that's the 100-tonner. Oh boy. I think I do need to disable this evasion. All right, we're gonna reserve tank. We're gonna reserve everybody. I need to see what the enemies are going to pull off. What the hell was that? Do I want to know what half of the stuff that's being flung at me is? I can kick Spider's ass with my pickaxe. Sadly, need to go because sleeping is important too. Have fun. Okay, have a good one, Cabo. Alright, here comes a bunch of enemies. 65, 65. Alright, we got some fire coming in at the Irby. That's fine. I'll take 6 damage. 6 damage is something, but it's not a lot. Right. If we reserve one more, I'll have a better idea of where things sit. Where is that thing on the initiative? Right here. Okay. I could use tank to reduce its accuracy, especially with a heavy PPC and 2 lights, but I'm gonna hope my evasion is good enough. Yeah. Or I could Mallory. Is Mallory up? Nope, Mallory is not up. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna play the hope game. We're gonna play the hope game. Okay, we got hit
I'm losing armor bad.
pretty hard, but what got hit? Apparently the Hellback's primary losses here are going to be... I think most of its guns are in the torsos, so long as the torsos aren't getting ravaged. Ooh, a leg! Ugh. That's not happy, but it didn't do anything. Interesting. Abusable. In fact, highly abusable. All right.
I've got your back.
In that case, I still need to disable these. But I could have tank. Oh, I don't want to de-elevate. Tank is basically going to be dodging a lot of shells. But in doing so, okay, we're going to come over here. He's still got a little bit of elevation, and we are just going to straight up sensor sweep. Show me everything. Everything except maybe the 100-tonner, which I think is too far away. Holy crap! Tank, we might lose you. Beep. Small bird reporting in. Hey, Quattle, how you doing? That is a goddamn Trigorse alicorn. Brisket, prime ribs, wagyu steak, pork chops. Thou hungry yet? No. Okay. Ramen, mac and cheese, chicken Alfredo spaghetti, orange chicken over rice, shawarma. Don't know what the heck that is. Kebabs, tacos, burgers, and ribeye. That was very. That broke the melody at the end. It was too long. How you doing, Shady? I'm always hungry. Are you kidding me? I mean, for somebody who says that he actually doesn't do much, I do a lot of mobility. I do a lot of, I do workouts. I do a decent chunk of walking. I can't drive, so I have to walk everywhere. So I may downplay it, but it's not like anything goes on off the internet, you know? All right, that Black Hawk needs to go down, and it needs to go down yesterday. The alicorn is a problem. Tyroki does acrobatics at his desk. Well, no, not acrobatics. I do stretches at my desk. Speaking of which, there's a stretch I probably should do on the next care package. Fire! All right, here we go, here we go. That's, for something that had a high accuracy, that was a distinct lack of hits. Okay, very unfortunate. Can we get Midnight into a slightly different spot? No. Okay, so Midnight is basically going to have to exist above it all. On 3 evasion for now.
On the move.
She's gonna be the target, but on the other hand, she could either take out the Black Hawk now, which I think the other mechs are gonna be able to do no problem, or she can start pelting the Sunder, which is definitely going to be a must, especially given that thing's gonna be running pretty hot. We could pelt the catapult. That's a possibility. Or she could start hitting the alicorn with the ERPPC to reduce its accuracy, which, give all things considered, I think might end up being a must. We have to keep that thing locked down, and even then, the Gorse rifles are. Ugh. I think our best choice though is to turn off the sun. Is to either turn off or start damaging the Sunder. Midnight, please hit it in the head.
Firing all weapons.
Which I have to respec her as soon as possible so she can actually target things. Right.
Confirm.
Fuster Lizard. Fuster Lizard has been... Oh, no. He can't really get the evasion. Okay, well, if he maintains... If he stays behind... Oh... If he stays behind the building? Maybe. I think we need to move Ninja first. All right, Ninja. You know what to do, little buddy. The rack... Oh, the rack is back. Okay, now we're talking.
You got it.
All right, we're going to go throw this all into its back. Do the lot. Fire! Okay. Okay. And then Polecat comes in from the front. Let's... What is Polecat in? Quick draw. Relatively tanky. Let's come in with 3 evasion. And hit it with everything we've got from the front this time.
And here it comes.
Nice, nice.
Someone let me borrow their pom-poms and skirt. 'Cause
Right
I'm
leg's
damn
out.
excited now.
This is what you get. Knocked down. All right. We like this. We like this a lot. It's bleeding. Oh, there it goes. Cockpit has been destroyed. It landed on the cockpit. How many pieces? Don't know. Maybe none. Maybe some. Game has a tendency of not wanting to let us know. Next up, we have Zid. Zid is able to get up to where the Sunder and that are. What do we got? We got all of the mass majority of things are coming up last, including the Sunder. I think I would like to see... It is sensor locked. Plasma residue. Sensors are impaired. I think I would like to push reserves.
Waiting for the right play.
Okay, we're getting shot at. Whole lot of miss. Good. What else? Okay, so that's another Sunder. I think. Yep, that's another Sunder. So there's an Alicorn, there's a Thunderbolt, there's a Thunderbolt, and the heck is that? It's a tank of some kind, of a Rhind fire support tank. A lot of LRM. It's basically my longbow. Alright, so we have 2 Thunderbolts, one with an ERPPC and a bunch of okay, so that one's running hot. That one's also running hot but wants to get up close, and I have no idea what the 100 tonner is. Could be an Atlas, could be a bunch of things, to be fair. Alright, push forward.
I got you.
We're gonna take these hits. 3 damage, 6 damage. 6 damage is fine. So how you doing, Shady? It's been a while. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Shady Melodies. Okay, misses on tank are good. Misses on tank are very good. Which reminds me, we didn't actually get a good look at what got hit. The left side. Ooh, damn. Okay. Losing the elevation made a difference, I feel. We're gonna need to get that man moved as soon as his turn comes around. It's a hydration. Hey, tank, they more than scratched the paint. It's looking pretty bad. I am now a demonic sheep, apparently. Woohoo!
Yes, Commander.
Let's go.
Orders?
All right, so Fuster Lizard is only going to be able to hit the catapult, and it's only going to be a possibility with the SRMs. I gotta be honest, anything's good. Any kind of hit is good. And Foster Lizard is currently... Oh. We may have to remove the unsteady first. Okay, I can see it. If we move to here... Actually, if we don't move at all... No, move. Move slightly. Brace. Okay.
You have orders?
Zid does not have these problems. Zid's gonna come over, have a look at that Sunder, and give it absolute hell. It's currently aimed side on. We can probably get rid of a good gun if we are lucky. Looks like we're mostly getting it in the back. I'll take the back. Back is better than nothing.
Commander?
Melly is still down with the Beagle, but we can at least get her out here to start unleashing some pain. Accuracy not amazing, and her stealth is increasing. She's gonna have to take a break at some point. For now though, I believe she should be out of fire. No, she is venting. She is venting a little. You look like a smoked sheep. Hey, whoa. No eating the sheep. No eating the boss.
Good to go.
I wouldn't taste nice anyway. A little too human, you know? Too gamey.
I copy.
This is an unnecessary line of consideration.
Here it comes.
And I got cat-sploded, but I don't think I heard the cat-splosion.
Let's hit him hard.
All right, Melly. Melly is not the thing right now. Tank.
Got my attention.
Tank needs to get away from all of this that has decided to elevate itself to the point where Tank is in danger. Now, it's his left side that is the problem. We're going to come in right side aiming and hope that we can just stay elevated enough that nothing's going to look that hard. The Sunder, we are going to sensor lock.
I've got a sensor lock.
Got to remove that evasion. Swooshy.
Yeah, Commander.
Swooshy is a enemy again. I wonder if there's a way to just have it transform me back into previous, but I don't think there is with the way that I'm stuck doing things. Previous would be nice. There we go. I'm kind of trying to showcase this more today, so we are we're gonna have this. Hang on, let me bring back up the screens that I require so I can actually see chat. There we are. Okay, everything is in order. All right, so the rocket launcher is currently down. We got an Irby currently able to haul ass in a variety of directions. Think we'll be better off with the Irby actually hauling us in this direction specifically and turning around to get the Sunder in the back. Are we able to do this slightly further away? Yes, we can.
Going
Just
full throttle.
might be dangerous. Depends if they see the Irby as a threat or a weakness. I would personally see an Irby and just see red. So I would get surprised. I'd get blindsided for sure. Coatl, Turkey over here sheepishly trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Yeah, don't you worry. My wool is the premium quality wool when I am sheep. Absolute premium quality. Knits the best jumpers.
Sprinting.
What is that? Spotter. Oh, right. It's the thing that lets an ally go faster. Huh. Well, right now. I didn't even think about that. Damn. Okay. We can use the Anubis to get the hell back into position. Okay, quick draw's getting pelted on the side.
Showing
Not
minor
nice.
damage.
What do we got? We got Zed. Okay, Zed. Zed is going to... We do have Battlelord potential. Wait, could Zed... Ooh, Irby might be a little in the way for that. Oh, nope, nope. There we go.
Roger. Full
All right.
speed.
We're going to activate Battlelord. And we are going to overdo ourselves a
Show
little
us what
here.
you got.
We're going to take off one medium pulse, which apparently we're overheating without the medium. What? No, we're not. Don't you lie to me. All right, we are going to... I'm tempted to just fire everything. We're going to vent come next turn anyway. Fire! Ooh, yeah!
Hell yeah.
Engine destroyed.
One
That's going to be
left
one piece, yep. That was a lot of stuff that
My
went
mech
boom
is
kaboom.
overheating.
Worth it. Right, Fuster Lizard. We are trying to get to anybody. Anybody at all. Right now, we're struggling. He definitely needs
Copy
the
that.
Anubis. Can we get a hit? Nah, it's not worth it. We got valuable ammo to fire off, but not right now. Okay, going for the Hellback. Hellback is more damaged than I would like. Wait, you're saying you want us to shear you in sheep form? So apparently it feels good for a sheep.
Waiting for orders.
And my wool would be the best. It would be the legitimate best. Best out there. Couldn't get any better. Wait, I can move here. But if I sprint, it's even shorter? How? We're getting blocked by something. How? Ah, screw it. Okay, whatever. What are you clowning me for? Now I'm just an evil demonic clown. Yes, very evil. Could go there. Yeah, there's gonna be best.
I'm walking here.
All right, the Alicorn. That thing's a threat, but it's not a threat I can deal with until I get my forces up. It is probably gonna sit there trying to pelt us though. Probably not even trying. It's probably going to sit there pelting us. Oh, we got rid of one of the frickin' one of the ears. Take that, catapult. Catapult is whoop whoop whooped. Chickened out. All right, Ninja.
Waiting for
Ninja, what are we gonna do with you? The rotary's down. Enemy's got some evasion. Huh. Can you get a solid shot? No, not really. All right. I'm just gonna have to keep moving up. There's no choice. Apparently this counts as a forest, by the way.
full speed it is.
Kind of funky. Still not great. Still definitely not great. The SRM's not worth firing. Well, we made a choice, and it turned out to certainly be a choice.
Got it.
What is that emote? Depends on whether it's true polymorph.
No joy.
That's gonna come down to the machine. I've never actually lost pieces of me while I'm in the machine. Actually, on that note, for Dungeons and Dragons, right? If a druid changes, wild shapes into a sheep, and the sheep gets shorn, and then the druid turns back, does the fleece remain? It's an actual, genuine, legitimate question right here, right now. The druid is then bald. And there's still wool.
Here we go.
He will be bald, but the fleece remains. This sounds like a great way to remove all the hair on your body, honestly. This is like fantastic hair removal. It's a shame that only a druid could really do it. Because if you think about it, even with polymorph, right? If polymorph would allow you to shear it, and you are now completely bald, but the fleece remains. Hilariously, that would be an entertaining way to go full-blown hair removal, but also end up with something that's useful. Huh. What do you know? That's an interesting idea. All right, gonna shoot the alicorn. That thing is evil. I've heard about these things before. We need to get any damage we can on that thing. Any damage at all. That is horrifying. That is 3 Gauss rifles. You'd lose all your hair and eyelashes and such, and your other forms would be just as bald. That'd be fine as long as the fleece remains. And honestly, losing your frickin' eyelashes, don't eyelashes grow back?
Standing by.
Losing your hair, I mean, you'd lose your eyebrows. Doesn't that all grow back? That wouldn't be a problem. All right, we are no longer keeping elevation. We have to move midnight. And we are only going to be able to shoot the enemies at the distance with the ER. Works for me. That alicorn is evil, and that has to go. If I could get an alicorn, that'd be great. I am not holding my breath, but sensors impaired will help. You'd lose all your hair and eyebrows. You would not want to be a furless bear. Yes, actually, yes, I would. There's another thing you need to take into consideration with the furless bear. Intimidation factor. Think about it. How intimidating would a furless, ugly as hell, evil as shit looking bear be? The intimidation would definitely be a factor. Gotta keep that in mind. Alright, giving the alicorn hell. That looks like a solid 30-40 hits at least. Not amazing damage, but I'll take it. That's still 3 times 40. That's still a lot of damage, actually. So like a Sphinx cat, but bigger. Hairless bears are weird looking. Sphinx cats are strange looking, but a hairless bear looks like mangy and wrong. From what I've seen. That could have just been a wet bear, though. What do I know? Alright, where the hell is the hellback? That's the Irby. I'm really struggling to get the hellback to anything that matters. This one, there's just too much distance. But what I could do is I could retreat melee. Preferably, okay, there, we can aim forward. We're also going to hide behind an ally. I'm now going to try Spotter. So now the hellback, in theory, should be able to haul ass on its turn. In theory. I hope so. That would be amazing.
Orders.
Right, we need to keep our right side to everything. So no matter what I do, I need to keep my right side to the enemy. 9 evasion. Ooh, can we get some extra elevation here? We can. We keep our left side to our allies. I'm not going to Google an image now, but I know any hairless beast is... The beast is so gross. Oh, they are. They really are. but that's, again, like, think of how fucking terrifying it would be to have this hairless bear, big ass hairless dire bear just running at you like, and you're just like, looks desperate, infected. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's my point. That would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Which makes it hilarious. Okay, we're gonna need to use terrain a little bit here. Swooshy is waiting for the rocket launcher. What do you mean? Hairless cats are cute. No, they're not. You get Bingus out of here. That thing is... No. No. I don't like it. I don't like Bingus. No. I don't like those hairless cats. They're just strange looking. And, you know, I like how soft the fur is. The skin would be all rubbery and no, just no. Rancid, I tells you. Rancid. All right, what are we doing with the Chimera here? Chimera's basically full, but it is struggling with heat. Granted, we are now standing in water. I'm gonna yeet this turn to vent, but we also... Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, look, we're standing in the sprinkler. That's helping. It's helping a lot. We're just venting into the sprinklers here.
Yep.
All right, Fuster. Please be amazing. That is not amazing. Well, actually, no, that is amazing. That movement is going through a huge ass forest, and so far that has slowed down everybody I've got. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Maintaining 5 evasion.
I got you.
We are going to try to throw on the Inferno Gel. It's panicked. Right, let me have a look here. Like Salacious Crumb. What the hell is Salacious Crumb? The crackling rodent in Jabba's palace. They just have a different hair skincare routine. I mean... Oh. I will never understand. I'm sorry. I will never understand. Why people... I mean, I could understand... Okay, I can understand for allergies, but I just can't understand otherwise. They're just so weird. But, you know, everybody likes their own thing, right? People like Chihuahuas. I think they're basically just oversized rats. Not a fan of Chihuahuas at all.
Yes, Commander.
But I know some people love the damn things, but I don't know why they're not actual. From my understanding, Chihuahuas aren't actually properly domesticated. Which is why they're such feral little things.
I'm going.
Pugs, on the other hand, are absolutely adorable, and I loves me a pug. Not one of those purebred pugs, you know, like a half-bred, you know, a mongrel pug.
Yeah.
Mongrel pugs tend not to have the
Reporting
breathing
critical
issues that a standard pug would have. Oh, loves me a pug. Ah! Why? What'd I do? Blah. Hair. Ugh. Why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Wait, if we just go straight for the alicorn here, it hasn't moved. It hasn't moved. We have cover. Do it.
Giving him everything
Do
I've
it.
got.
Do it. Do it, Anakin. Do it, Pion. All right, structure exposed. Engine crit.
Damn, let's
Engine
do
down.
this.
One piece. 3 pieces. All right. We are 3/4 of the possible way to having a goddamn alicorn. Cool. Very cool. I'd love to get Swooshy into an alicorn. I'm sure Swooshy would also love to be in an alicorn with frickin' 3 goddamn Gauss rifles. That'd be pretty amazing. Now, that Thunderbolt has basically been sitting up there for a while. Punish it for me, Midnight.
Taking the shot.
Nope, that's not punishment. But you tried, and I'll give it to you there.
Crap.
You definitely,
No joy.
certainly tried. Right. And here comes the second Thunder. It is actually causing pain. That is a lot more than 6. Tagged.
Ready for orders.
Well, I don't think they're doing massive AoEs, right? So we should be kind of okay. In theory. Maybe. All right, let's get a little bit of move on here. We're kind of okay on a variety of hits, but what about if we just don't move? Not great, actually, not great. But he's the last person, so screw it, fire.
Copy that.
Yeah! Like a little swarm of bees. Why not? Ah, that's fair. Inspires sympathy in people like pugs. We think, you poor little thing, what did they do to you?
Light
Chihuahuas
damage,
bond
Commander.
with one person and are horrid to anyone else. This is why I don't understand why socialites like to get Chihuahuas. Why, as a socialite, would you get something that absolutely hates all of your friends?
Good to go.
Because it only likes you. Why? I'll never understand it. There's a lot of things I very much do not understand about the modern person and how they function. All right, Melly is not going to be able to get into big range, but can get a good solid shot on the catapult.
Got it.
Okay, okay.
Talk to me.
Tank. If he can keep his left side to us, I can get as high as possible. All right, I'm going to keep his left side aimed at us. He is going to gain maximum elevation. Good frickin' luck. And we are going to... Oh shit, we can hit the damn... Sweet! Hit it!
I've got a sensor lock.
Have we seen the 100-tonner yet? Is that the 100-tonner? That's the Thunderbolt. There it is. It is an Atlas. The Fatless is back, guys. Told you. We'd be able to get another piece, no problem.
Waiting for orders.
They're bloody common at this point. Right. Swooshy. This is where things get a little dangerous, a little dicey. Because unfortunately, Swooshy is small and everything very much wants to harm. I could start going up there to pelt that, but I don't think I'm going to. Instead, I think we're going to hit that Thunderbolt that's low enough to actually hit. 6 evasion's not too bad.
No shooting. Just
It's
running.
pretty much her max.
Engaging with target.
Nice. That was pretty pinpoint. All the inbreeding over the years has not been kind to their joints or respiration system. Pugs are one of those animals that you almost can't help but feel sorry for. You can, however, help them by allowing them to breed with other breeds. You can actually resolve the pug problem by allowing a mongrel to exist. This is the point. This is the problem with pure breeding, is that you're not allowing the genetics to function as they normally would in the wild. Or just in general. So the poor pug is just taking a beating by life for no reason.
I'll be there before
Well,
you
technically by humanity, but yeah. I love pugs. They're adorable.
Good to go.
Fix the pug.
Let's go. Hope we can salvage that.
Nobody else actually loves you. Wait, what? What was that about? Was that about the Chihuahua or the pugs? Yeah, mutts are always healthier. Yeah, of course. The problem with inbreeding, pets is the same problem as anything else inbreeding. It creates genetic abnormalities. Why would you do that to something you're supposed to be treasuring? You know, your pet. The thing that genuinely loves you and you're basically just showing severe hatred for. Don't hate your pet. Love your pet. Get a pet, don't support these frickin' breeders that make everything so much worse for them. One of our pugs is part Boston Terrier, and even despite her age, she's had no health issues whatsoever. I hope that didn't come through. I was trying so hard to clear that. I think I pressed the wrong button on the Go XLR. My bad. There was something down at the back of my throat that had to be forcefully removed. Yeah, it was the hair, but it was the hairball from all the cats. It was the hairball from all the cats. See, I told you, all those hairs, Especially, I think that one was from when I was a T-Rex. Yeah, it was definitely the cats. You guys are trying to kill me by throwing cats down my T-Rex throat. That's the way of it. Confirmed. Ty licks himself. I'm not a cat. I don't have a cat form. Huh? I don't have a cat form. Well, I'll be damned. I need a cat form. Up, they have decided to grace us with their presence at our level. Well, I mean, if they're just gonna come on over and say hi, who am I to deny them? Oi! I don't want to cough up any more hairballs. Ah. Better out in the wild world than down in your lung. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Also, what's the deal with this Kippa emote? What's the story behind that? All right, as much as I want to shoot at the Atlas, especially given its frickin' Gauss rifle, and that is a fairly nasty compliment, and it's just a DC. Frickin' heck. Okay, at least it's not a DDC. Although I suppose in this, it wouldn't matter if it's a DC, a DDC. I mean, a DDC is basically just a DC, but, made better. We don't have to care about MechWar Online here. Okay, fire! Ooh, nice start. Not so good finish.
Ready for orders.
Still, damage is damage, and damage is good. Damage is king, and damage is what lets us survive. Ooh, that's getting a little close and personal, but that thing's overheating. That thing made a mistake by shooting. If I can get Midnight on target or the Hellback to it, that's gonna be good. Ooh, that's a lot of good damage. And we got rid of some medium pulse.
Critical hit.
Fantastic. I am a fan of critical hits. Also a fan of critical role, but hey, they're not here. Speaking of crit roll, what do you guys think of the current season? Current season, I feel, has been pretty solid. There has been a couple of instances where characters have either not made a lot of sense to me or
We'll go.
just strange behavior. But otherwise, so far, I think the current season of Critical Role is pretty good. Brennan's doing a fantastic job. Also, that man's ability to throw on so many different voices, just at random, like drop of a hat, is fantastic. I stopped watching a few episodes after Mighty 9. Speaking of Mighty 9, the first episode is actually out of the animated version, and so far, I've watched episode 1. They put it on the Prime, you know, as a here, you know, here's the preview. They put it on the Prime YouTube channel. It's like 40 something. I think it's 48 minutes long. It was good. The animations were fantastic, and I cannot help but be impressed by the use of all the low-end spells. There was something that they did. You will have to see. The use of a silent spell was so good. So good. If you do not intend to watch it, they basically use a silent spell with a series of explosives to silently take out a door. That is so good. So damn good. Because the door goes, what alarm? Nobody can hear anything. It's beautiful use. It's not something that people haven't thought up before. I'm not gonna say that that's, you know, that's a, what the frick? That Sunder is command. That Sunder is my target. As much as I want to keep overheating the Thunderbolt. But yeah, no, really cool use of it. Did the door lock give them trouble beforehand? They got locked in a vault. So, it's not the main characters. The main characters have all started split up. So instead of meeting in a tavern as a group, you know, and they all just come together in a tavern, they're individuals. Two characters do come together that, you know, do make sense to have come together right up in the first episode. But apparently they've changed things in a way that goes in line with the campaign, but is different enough that both people who have already watched it and people who have never even seen it and just are there to watch an adult cartoon can enjoy. There's a lot of stuff there that was very different, but in a good way. And I do agree with comments I've seen where they have managed to get Liam's freaking, you know, Liam playing Caleb, the wet cat look, you know, the wet cat feel is animated so well. It's really good. For a first episode, I do actually recommend it. Ooh, we got a hit. The plasma residue is on the enemy. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. We need to get that Hellback in, and I think the Hellback's back here. I'm not sure we'll be able to get it up. famous words, you know, mockable words. I don't think we can get it up, guys. Whoops, my bad. I am gonna go for the Sunder. Is it? Yeah, I would say that thing's still pretty much a threat. I don't know if anything's actually using the C3s, but I would like some pieces of C3. Okay, Hellback. Oh no! I thought the Hellback was gonna be safe behind that building, but apparently not. Crap. The Hellback might not be as useful. Oh. message from your sponsors. You fucked up, champ. A little bit. It's still okay. It's mostly the leg that's gotten pelted.
Waiting for orders.
And we do... Oh, we don't have the ability to get
Commander?
speed boost. We either wait for it, which is going to let it vent, especially as it's next to a pool, or... I think we need to get Melly right on over here, or we push this. No, I'm gonna get Melly right on over here, but I'm not going to fire.
Right,
I'm gonna
Commander.
fire off the Beagle. Yeah, okay, good. I've turned it just enough. We are gonna fire off the Beagle.
Sensors locked on.
Okay, this has been a long mission, but damn, it's been good. Just a metal wound, I'd say. Hey, Ticto, you're still awake.
You've got my attention.
How you doing, man? Okay, let's say... I want to kind of maintain the elevation. I don't want to break that. Oh, there is one up. I could... No. I'm going to reserve tank. I'm going to reserve tank into the next round. Oh, shit! The Hellback is getting structured. Are they actually aiming for the legs?
Internal damage.
I feel like they're aiming for the legs.
Orders.
And if that's the case, that is... that is unpleasant. Right. You, Mr. Thunderbolt. Oh, we still don't have the rocket launcher back. Okay. We can get 5 evasion tops. I could get some shots on the Thunderbolt from the back here. Risking it going up and punching, but that's okay. Or kicking. Kicking would be worse.
Locking on target.
All right. Good shot on that arm. I'll take that.
Reporting.
I mean, I'll take anything I can get at this point. That is a whole lot of big coming my way. Whole lot of very nasty big. And I will have to go through fire to get there. Oh, crap. That being said, I can get a fantastic series of shots on that there frickin' Thunderbolt. Almost no misses. So naturally, there's going to be a good 30% chance of a miss. Watch as 30% of these just disappear into the ether. Fire!
Confirmed.
I am so glad to be wrong right now.
Got.
So glad to be wrong.
That hit.
Fall over.
Good.
Fantastic. More like I felt a bit early. Fair. And it's just good to see you, man.
Talk to me.
All right. Reckon I can't maintain the elevation so easily. What about the sensor sweep? The sensor sweep is huge, right? Well, in that case, if the sensor sweep is huge, I should, in theory, be able to do it from up here. In theory, I could be wrong. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Tank! Thank you, Tank! And Tecto, thank you for being the recipient of 3 months of glory. Yes, yes, good. Also, wow, that's high. Yeah, good luck hitting that. Activate the probe.
I've got a sensor lock.
It is not the range I thought it was, but I'll take it. That wasn't terrible. That wasn't terrible. Sensor unchanged. Oh, God, that thing's immune. Ew, yuck.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is kind of an all or nothing right now. I am going to be able to get within range of the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt is not able to be brought down to any lower evasion than where it was. I need to throw everything I've got at that and hope. I have to hope. Hey, what happens if I activate Battlelord? Does that increase heat damage? It increases damage by 15%. Does that include heat? I am going to have to try.
Mech warriors?
All right.
Show 'em what you got.
Battlelord activate. We will have to disable something. Probably one of the SRMs. They're not going to be hitting very well. Heat damage doesn't appear to have been going up, but we'll see. All right, give it hell. At least the accuracy went up. Fire!
Affirmative.
That is a lot of miss. That was a lot of miss. Oh dear. Yes. DFA. Not pleasant.
Damn it. Wounded.
Crap. It's frickin' vented. All right, Midnight's gonna have to handle that one. Ninja. You know, we've got an enemy down. Ninja has historically been the one that's managed to take out downed enemies, so... Hi, Ninja! Buddy! Pal friendo! I'd say go for the head, but I don't care enough. Just kill.
Firing a full spout load.
Alright, that's kind of gone all over the place.
I'm
It was
receiving
something, though. It was something. Polecat. Oh, gods, have to get in range of the Atlas Fist. Not something I'm keen on. Ooh, a headshot. That's useful. Still, the lack of evasion currently is it's not feeling good. That being said, here we can get 4, so we're gonna go over here.
Acknowledged.
Hey, from here we might actually be able to hit it in the head. Okay, that's worth trying. Are we gonna overheat? We are not. Fire!
Don't have a sheet.
Nice!
More into the breach, dear friend.
Standard engine crit, engine destroyed, 1 salvageable. Damn it! Yeah, it's not the range I thought it was. Bro, I'm like a kilometer in the sky. You're lucky my ping reached them at all. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's a good point, actually.
Aye,
That's a phenomenal point I did not take into consideration. No, I'll take that. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Right, Pion's indirect. Pion's indirect is basically just her direct at this point, which is freaking awesome. The Sunder, we got the Atlas, the Rhino, the Thunderbolt down here is a pain in the butt, but the idiot AI has decided it doesn't actually want evasion, which is fantastic for us right now. If we can get the hell back on board. Okay, miss. Hit. Fantastic. About a 50-50. Yeah, that's about right.
Awaiting orders.
All right, Midnight. I do want Midnight to focus on the Thunderbolt.
Roger that.
While, especially now, it's got no evasion. Just
Targeting
shoot.
for
I
an
don't care.
alpha strike.
I don't care where you hit it. Just shoot. Did you just hit an ally? Oh, gods! That one went wide and hit an ally. Oh. Well, that sucks. No! Oh, crap. Okay, the right arm's fine. The right arm's fine. That was a shield arm. No idea. It appears not. Yeah, it appears not. It looked so shiny. Yeah.
Standing by.
This is rough. No. Hang on. Midnight here. Enemy there. Ally there. Okay? It is just out of path. That one went wide, hit the ally. It is a possibility. It is a sucky possibility, but it is a possibility. Very unpleasant. Very, very unpleasant. Right, reckon we just continue pelting the Sunder with the super long range stuff. Is he dead now? No, he's knocked down, but he took a really nasty hit to the back, I think. Might have hit the leg, actually. Engine crit. Oh, that's got potential. Ah, no, the hellback! Good gods!
Friendly unit.
No! Shit! That's gonna be a pain to remake. Ooh! We just lost the hellback. Yep. We lost the hellback. That was brutal! God damn it. Yeah, it was.
Commander?
That was definitely brutal. Can we get the rocket launcher back? Take it, bitch! Ow! Wait. All right, hang on. Let me have a drink and a bit of a stretch. And now for a message from your sponsors. You fucked up, champ. You're not wrong. That was definitely a screw up, apparently. Or at the very least, extreme extreme lack of luck. Which now makes me loath to have Swishy go, take this at low evasion. Okay, that'll do nicely.
Going full throttle.
Okay. Give it hell. It's something, but it's a frickin' Atlas. It's gonna do Atlas things. Oh, gods, yep, we've lost both. We lost both. The Chimera's down. Oh, crap. We're not done for the count, but things are definitely not at their most appealing right now. Okay, Melly, where can we get you that is going to be both evasive and within... Oh, gods, you don't even have it. Oh, no. Unfortunately, Melly's not good for damage. I could run back and start pelting these. It's not a terrible idea. Space for assault mix? I mean, that's fair, although we can only handle a certain amount of tonnage, apparently. If I have Melly run around, it'll take 2 or 3 turns to get there, but she could actually get up there and start causing problems. Alternatively, we just give the Thunderbolt hell. And that's what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do. 8 evasion if I want to get a hit. Okay, here we go. All right. Fire!
Commencing Alpha Strike.
The leg would have been nice. The leg would definitely have been nice.
Orders?
Oh well, c'est la vie. Right, we've got no Beagle. We've got... What do we need to reduce right now? Who's the biggest threat? Is it the Gauss Rifle Atlas? Yes. Is it the ERPPC Thunderbolt? Could be. Is it... It's not really the Sunder. Or is it the LRM-50 Rhino? I think it's actually the Atlas that needs to be disabled here. Swishy! How you doing, Swishy? How you doing, little sister? What are you up to? Busy with work? Okay, sensor lock. Here we go.
I've got a sensor lock.
All right. That's beneficial, at least. Oof. Yeah, keep overheating yourself, buddy. All right. When she can,
Commander.
I'm gonna need midnight to actually hit. We can't afford misses anymore. Right. The Atlas, we can get a good solid set of hits on it without getting too close. But it can still come down and say hi, and that's a thing. We're gonna disable the binary. We're just gonna fire the rotary and the SRM. I'm tempted to turn the SRM off to vent. while still maintaining some form of damage. No. No, that could be next turn.
Fire.
Give it hell. Well, it was something.
Ready for orders.
It was certainly something. Okay, the quick draw. That's a bit too close for my tastes. 4 evasion on a walk. Not bad.
On my way.
Okay. Go!
Here it comes.
That's a headshot. Gods, I hope that was an actual that was a visual representation of yeah! Headshot, and the pilot is not bleeding out. Oh.
Yes, Commander.
Oh. Well then. Screw you! Come on, hit. Hit the hit. Hit the hit. 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 That is a lot of miss. That is way too much miss. Why is that so much miss? Head! Hit the head! It's not difficult!
Standing by.
Alright, Midnight needs to do her job. Right here, right now, her job is literally to look at this with the best accuracy she can manage, and just, I need every one of these to hit. I cannot afford any more misses. That is everything hit. That is freaking awesome. There we go. It got knocked down. Okay. Pilot injury. Pilot consciousness is now 3 of 4. Drawing Padro. Padro? What's Padro? Struggle is real. Ooh.
Systems holding.
What's Padro? Padro. What's Padro? Is Padro your mascot? I'm trying to remember. Can we get some accuracy here? I think we might be too far away. We're gonna start waddling up.
Roger.
Muffy is the mascot. Right. The Christmas animation thingy. Is that called a Padro? I could have swore it had a different name. Huh. I don't remember though. I don't remember. Not a big deal. What's a bigger deal is looking at that there Atlas and hoping that any of this hits the head. Head. Come on. Head. Anything hitting the head. Sensors have been crit. There was a headshot in there.
Scored a critical hit.
That pilot does not care. What is that, an armored cockpit? Holy crap, is that an armored cockpit or what? I think it's called Paduro. Paduro. Swo's fingers were too fast. That's because Swo's too good. Too strong. Padoro. Aha. Swo's too strong. Way too strong.
Waiting for orders.
All right, no, Swo's just too powerful. That's what it comes down to. We have no illusions here. We know Swo's too powerful. Far too powerful for her own good. Activating target prediction. Can I turn from here? Yes. Would not be able to get a good hit on the head if I wanted to, which I do. On the plus side, it's down from the sunder. So I guess I shoot the sunder. Engine has been crit. That's nice. That's good. That's there's something there. I may be dehydrated. My caffeine and sugar-free cola is empty, and I do not drink water that much. Not even bottled? Not even like glass bottles? Those glass bottles that are absolutely delicious? Wow. Fair. All right, we're going to go up here. We're going to look down upon our enemies. But we're not actually looking down upon our enemies because we know that they can kick our asses.
I've got a sensor lock.
We're going to impair the Atlas in hopes, dire hopes,
I'm ready for orders.
that this helps. And we're going to send Swooshy. Where can we send Swo? We could send Swooshy. We're gonna have Swooshy help with taking out this particular enemy. Can she turn? Nope. There we go. Looks like you could use some Pepsi Max. Wow, Tector. That reference. So, for those who don't know, I'm addicted to Pepsi Max. And as my character for World of Darkness mage was told, hey, you know, as it's your first time in something that's that intense for the role-playing, since, you know, my young days as a foreign role-player, you should probably play yourself. So I'm playing something akin to myself. You know, I've said this a few times in other streams. I am playing a character that is basically an alternate universe Tyroki, complete with imaginary little raccoon, purple raccoon. So the rack is a thing. But as one of the holdovers, in order to have a floor for the extra points and as something that made sense, I made my character addicted to Pepsi Max. Same as me. And the funny part is, it functions pretty much the same. Stressful day, oh, that need for the Pepsi just rises hard. And boy, oh boy, my character has had a very long and stressful day. In fact, 2 days. It's a direct rival to cola. Is it caffeine or sugar-free? Pepsi is Pepsi and Pepsi Max are both caffeinated. Pepsi Max is sugar-free. Pepsi is sugared. If you want sugar-free, it is Pepsi Max. I prefer it to cola myself. Sugar-free cola I find to be a little too thick. And a bit unpleasant on the tongue. Fire! Call shot for the head. Did not hit the head. Uncertain as to where we did hit. Might have been the CT. I'll still take a CT hit. We don't have many left, and I believe that thing is coming up. It's coming up very soon. We need to actually go and kill it, so... Ninja's currently down on the rotary. Polecat, can you make a good show of this? I believe you can. Alright, we're going to turn so they hit our side. That's good enough. Keep our back to the enemy, and we're gonna shoot it right in the CT. No cares. All in the CT. It needs to be gone. There we go. Perfect. Engine destroyed. Probably one piece. Yeah, that's about right. There's just too many threats, and we've already lost some of our we've lost at least one of our tackle, and we've lost one of our major heavy hitters. Okay, Ninja is going to... I'm loath to go up to this thing, and I'm loath to not have the evasion. But on the other hand, I would kind of like some accuracy on that head. Alright, this should do her. Fire everything. Come on, head. Headshot. Any kind of head. Yeah! Headshot!
Gloves are off.
4 salvageable parts! This has been a good run for picking up assaults so far.
Commander?
Well, I think we've got an assault and a heavy, but still, my point stands. This has been a good round. We have lost a few things for sure, but who cares? What we're gaining is worth so much more. So much more. I only got tap water right now, or Fanta, but I think I get sick from that too. Not sure though. Fanta's problem is it tends to be exceedingly sugar. Orangina never had that. We have space for the assaults. We do, but we don't have space in the mission selection for the assaults. That's the problem. We have very limited tonnage we can bring. And I do like bringing a lot of different mech of different size, you know? I could pelt this thing. Feel like the Sunder is kind of more. Granted, it's like, look at it, little bees. Go, little bees. Go, bees, go. Ah, we killed one of the masters. Damn.
Taking a critical hit. Awaiting orders.
All right, midnight is... You know, I'm not seeing a whole lot of reasons to move. Fire!
Firing a full salvo.
Ooh, ooh! That side has got to be almost out of armor. Okay, some hits there. One of which was the tag.
Fire.
What does the tag do if you don't have AoE? Does the tag even do anything?
Good to go.
Clam bake. We're gonna have to edge him a little more than
On my
edge
way.
forward to get past the flames, which means our accuracy is gonna take a hit. However, that did what I was hoping for, so screw it. Fire! We may not be able to get the Rhino. Oh well, c'est la vie.
Give them everything you've got.
That was pretty nice.
Enemy down.
Not salvageable. Ah, c'est la vie.
Everything
A
you
sort
got.
of French Fanta whose gimmick to shake it to have the pulp go up. Oh, that's kind of nice. Although, wouldn't you kill some of the carbonation by shaking it?
You've got my attention.
I feel like you kill some of the carbonation by doing exactly what it's designed to do.
Roger that.
They have a pulpless version, but it ain't the same. You know what? Screw the sensor thing. Fire tank! Fire! Nice. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right,
What's up,
Swooshy.
boss?
Swooshy, I need you to... Still no rocket launcher, huh? Damn,
On my way.
that's been a lot of rounds. All right, give it hell, Swoosh.
I copy.
Ooh, in the crotch.
Commander?
All right. That it technically counts as CT, so that's good. We are slowly eating away at it. Swooshy needs better gunnery. I'm pretty sure Swooshy's maxed at gunnery. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Swooshy is maxed out on gunnery. That'll do nicely. We'll take that. Fire!
Affirmative.
We're not going to be able to stick to this war for much longer, I don't think.
Orders.
We are losing far too many
On
mech.
my way.
And pilot.
Engaging with TOC.
Well, the pilots are going down. Okay. Polecat.
I'm receiving you.
All right, Polecat. I'm trusting you. You need to be the finale here. Finish it off. I trusted you. Oh, there it goes. Nice. Good job. 3 salvageables. That's technically a whole ass Sunder.
Mission successful.
That is now a really hard choice. Damn. Damn. And I don't think my faction reputation with the Federated Suns is quite enough to get a lot of pieces. So payout of 1.1 million, that'll help to replace parts of the other stuff. That's good. That command Sunder is tempting. I agree. We have a lot to go with here. All right, so we have 3 pieces of an alicorn. We have a grand total of 4 personal choices. We have an entire ass atlas. We have an entire Ost soul. Now the thing with this Ost soul is this thing has a pair of coils. It is a coil test bed. Twin coil. Yeah. First super weapon test bed. Yeah, that was the first thing we took down. That was the first damn thing I took down. We also have... this is the command Sunder pieces, all 3 of them. The final piece of the Sunder, we should have one hiding somewhere. Down here, there's another piece of a Sunder. And I believe that's all we have for full mechs. In terms of kit, we have XLs, Artemis. We've got Gauss rifles, a lot of them. Heavy PPC. Straight up, we can take 2 coils. But they're expensive, so... sorry, they're not that expensive. And we need a mech that actually can hold super weapons. Which means in order to use super weapons, we would need to take the Ostsol. Now, if I remember correctly, and I come over to our assault here, we have 2 pieces of an Atlas already. So all we really need is 2 pieces of the Atlas. But there is a lot of stuff here, and that would be banking. Do we have a C3 system? Because I think I'm the only one with a C3 thing. I believe we have a few slaves. I think we've got some alpha slaves. And I believe this was Alpha Master, so... we could go for that. I agree on the Ostsol, if only for the fact it is our first super weapon platform. Ostsol for the memes. That's 2 for the Ostsol. Okay, that sounds good. That's good enough for me. We'll take the Ostsol. We'll hope for the 2 pieces of the Atlas. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna stare at the Atlas pieces. We're gonna lament the fact that we'll probably end up having to get another Atlas somewhere else. Oh well, here we go. Confirm. Yep, we're getting another Atlas somewhere else. We did get 2 pieces of an Alicorn though. Full Ostsol. Heavy PPC, ER PPC, Core 300. Heatsink prototype, double strength, a variety of ammo, and sadness and pain. All right. We don't get a choice. That's the best we have. We have 3 KC bills. Yeah, we just got 1.2 million. We just went from poverty to fine. In 1 mission. Granted, we lost a couple of mechs. That's unfortunate. Yep, there were 3 there. Not enough for a full-blown Alicorn, but we got 2. Alright, I'm aware. Okay, so 3-5 movement, huh? Alright, so the big gun is back in the day. We now have a lot of our people down. That's 4. It's not a whole lot. Huh. For somebody that got shot in the back, I'm surprised they didn't get injured. Okay, but how bad are we looking in the mech bay? That's about what I expected. Okay, so the Henchie is currently down. We are not going to be able to replace the Henchie as it stands. If I recall correctly, we might be able to, but I'm pretty sure we only have, yeah, 2 heavy flamers. Oh, wait, nope, we're good. I just noticed. Yep. I just noticed. We're good. We just need a heavy flamer over on that side, and we're done. The ammo's fine. We need to replace the SRMs. 1 SRM. Still going to put us down by 8 days. And cost 232 grand to replace. God damn. Why? Wait, hold up. What got wrecked? What the heck got wrecked? Oh, no. Wait. That's only a single heatsink kit. Huh. You're missing the XL and the... Oh, that would do it, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely do it. That would use up our last XL too. Ah, there are double heatsink prototypes. Can't those be used with standard? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. They're just bulkier, right? No? What? Oh, they're volatile. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's a complete rebuild. That's gonna have to sit aside for the moment. How's the Chimera looking? If we stick it in storage, it's gonna cost a shitload and a fucking... It's gonna cost a bunch. And I have to replace all the pieces on it because it's gonna strip it. The Chimera... So the Chimera got shot in the back. Wow. What happened? What got damaged? What? The hell got damaged? That side. Oh, something got crit. Huh. One day, we can have it back. We can have it back before the next one. We're good. The Chimera lives. The Chimera lives.
Right.
Okay.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Alrighty then. What do we want to do? We can make a Ossol Shadowhawk. What do we got for parts? We got 2 parts of different catapults. That's not too helpful. We have not managed to get another piece of a trib, and we're heading down too far. Choices, I agree. Go on, Tecto, you can say it. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Also looks like it might be mission ready. The Ossol was fairly tanky, if I remember correctly.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Let's go have a quick look. Trust nothing. All right, let's give that a refit. 1160. That's pretty tanky. That's pretty damn tanky. That thing's using shield arms only. Okay. That's pretty sweet. Using proto double heat sinks. Damn. It doesn't need both coils. Probably not. Yep, basically mission ready. Just turn one coil off and fire until it's destroyed. Still, for later, as a shits and giggles situation, what if we took all this off? Of which there's a lot, don't get me wrong. That's a lot. What if we took all that off, right? How fast does this go? 5.7. Ooh, 5.7 is nice. What if we put on... Do we have any... What if we put on a standard double heat sink kit? Would that make any kind of blind bit of difference? I mean, it wouldn't be as volatile. Wouldn't die as horribly as it did. Because believe me, it went down not even swinging. Like, it took a couple of... It took a shot, a shot, 2 shots, and immediately went down. The thing was nothing. It wasn't a threat. Not even slightly. Okay, we cannot get the kind of heat efficiency that it had. Because the double strength, the heatsink prototypes, double strength and whatnot, the double heat sinks, and these are a single slot, which fits the endo steel quite nicely, actually. And it has a cooling tool ready. I mean, yeah, it was already kind of good, but if it gets smacked too hard, it's gonna go explodey. What's the range on the coils? Melee! Okay! That's not getting used by midnight, got ya? Nope! Not even slightly. Bloody hell. Hey, look at it though, it's freaking cool looking. Kind of wish the coils, you know, changed color, but damn. Okay, it's kind of already rock solid the way it already was. Return it. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at the damn thing. They straight up recognized that it needs to be as heavily armored as it possibly can be. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Ooh, tank! Tank! How? How would you fit that? Especially as we'd have to do that. Granted, does it need that much heat efficiency? Oh gods, yes it does. Oh boy! 116 heat, and it would actually manage to handle that heat. 100 damage apiece. Doesn't need to be as cold. Yes, it does. Midnight! How you doing, Midnight? How you doing, you glorious sniper? Who has actually done an insane amount of work in this campaign. Do you have an Exchanger 3? No. And we don't have E-Cooling 3 either. And we would need to reduce one coil, 1 HP. How heavy is the coils are 7. Oh, thank you for the hydration. Hello. Thank you kindly. I definitely needed a drink. Let's say swap that over. Let's try the ER. Still chunky. Very chunky. Yeah. Didn't lose as much as I thought. I don't believe so. Heavy ferro wouldn't fit. Standard ferro might. Nope. We need one free slot. We could technically make that. The PPC capacitor is probably a bad idea with an ER. Let's get rid of that. And then put on a standard PPC FCS. That's pretty good on heat. And we can reduce some of the death. A little bit more. Okay, that's sitting about where we'd normally go for. Reduce the legs a little. And CT just a bit. Just a bit. That could work. 6 days, 30 grand. FF would solve it now. FF? Oh, Pharaoh. Yeah. We could Pharaoh now. You're probably right. That would bring back all of that armor. In fact, that would bring up the shield arms a little bit for additional protection. One too many. One. Literally. One too many. Just one. Gonna drag it from the other side and then put it in the CT in the back. Okay. Yeah, FF like friendly fire. Yeah, that's kind of how it's gonna end up being used. Still, 6 days, fieldable mech. That would work. That would definitely work. A little bit cooler would be better, but that would work. Still, as a super weapon, it's kind of being underused, I think. In that case, I would honestly rather rock the coil. But if I'm rocking a coil, I'm gonna need a heck of a lot of heatsink back, right? How much pain and suffering can this do? Basic number of evasion pips to the power of 0.8. God damn. Damage is number of evasion pips to the power of 0.75. That is a lot of damage. As a thought exercise, we can fit the HPPC cap if we drop it to a much lower engine. You mean the double? As a thought experiment. Okay. Double heavy PPC with capacitor. Game is being wonky again. Okay. And if we drop down to a 250, you reckon? We could lose some armor, and that's actually doable, yeah. We lose the fun aspect of having a super weapon. That's the thing. We definitely lose that. And it's too hot. It's way too hot. Drop the E-cooling. My guy, it's too hot. It's gotta fire once and have to dump heat. It'll have to waste a turn. If we were to run the heavy PPC, the double heavy PPC capacitor combo, I would want this to be even more cooling efficient. Right now, you're using 2 out of 0 extra engine heat sinks from the E-cooling. $108. Okay. I dropped the e-cooling. 96. It does actually make a difference. It's a fair difference. It is literally a fair, you know, a fair difference. Doesn't really matter where I put it. We've been looking for a platform for the heavy PPCs, and this isn't it. What we could do, however, is drop one of the coils. Because we're probably not going to want to use it all the time. Brain is braining here a moment. Okay, so it generates tie 250 engines cannot have e-cooling is what was right, fair. Still, yeah. Ooh, I mean, ditch the clan flamers, put on heavies. So you wouldn't be able to put on 35, but it'd still be hilarious. What we could do here, a single coil. What if we don't ferret? What if we stealth this? It's gonna be hot, right? Requires 2 extra spots. That's fine. Can do that. Mech requires 4. You try my patience game. Try my patience. Here we go. Put it on. With the standard Guardian. Okay, we have the ECM. Now, the hilarious thing about this is we should be able to get... We should be able to get a heck of a lot of evasion. What's your max evasion on this mech? I have no idea. It's a phenomenal question. Five, 8. Technically, the evasion should be able to get up to 8 or 9, right? 8 or 9 fire? Yeah, I know. I read it. I don't quite understand how the heat functions, but we should have more than enough heat. It's a shame we can't go up to a 3. Well, look, we can go up to a 340. It doesn't make a difference, though. But if something slows us down, we would still be able to go pretty fast. 158 heat at 8 evasion. Toss in some MLs for backup when you can't. Well, oh, what? What did I miss? This would need to be piloted by someone fast. Move troops into, and then add in case. What? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Kablooey heat sinks. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to have built up those shield arms, but yeah, so this could be done in 3 days. It won't be there for the next battle, but it'd be there. Hell, I think I would probably swap Melly from the Anubis into this. In fact, Huh. I could drop one double heat sink and a little bit of armor. Where can we put the damn thing? For the Beagle, a Beagle backup. So even when the damn thing's running hot, we can still Beagle. What do you mean by overcharged? Okay. Okay. But for now, this'll do. We just have to reduce some of the legs. If we do take it into the next mission, this is what I'm gonna have Melly use. Mostly because she actually has the evasion boosts. Let me go to the barracks. And for the record, Swishy is maxed out on gunnery. For some reason, she just was not getting the rocket launcher back. Couldn't tell you why.
Awaiting order.
Midnight is our literal best frickin' sniper. It's a shame that one shot went wide, but it happens. Honestly, where do I get heat efficiency? That'll do.
Training complete.
I would recommend not having anything that can explode on board. I mean, to be fair, that thing is made of explosion. It's a prototype. Alright, so Swishy's there. Where is Mallory? Here she is. Alright, so Melly is currently set up going pretty heavy down the evasion. She's got a visible target. She's got a lot of hit and melee defense. And now she's going to have extra health as well. In fact, damn, I can't get up to the heat reduction. Oh well.
Training confirmed,
Celovic.
Commander.
Now I'm curious as to how a pilot's description looks like. Pilot's description looks like... Oh, where the heck... Where do we see the description? I can't remember. Could have swore it was in service record. Oh, that's where the attributes are. Huh. It's missing a couple of attributes. Odd. Oh, well. I can't remember. I actually genuinely can't remember. Oh, okay. Right. Melly's is... Should be here somewhere. Here it is. Melly's biography is literally the green bitch tricked me.
Standing by.
Wolfie's out there somewhere. She's actually out there. And here's Midnight's backstory. So that's what it looks like. Midnight has a nice, quite a nice backstory. She is a goddess whose moon has been taken away, was the source of her power, and now she's now a pilot. It's shenanigans like that. That's what I live for. Okay, who needs repairs? Something needs repairs. Right, the Hunchback is totaled. It's gonna need a full redo. Let's check the store. We have had a shift. We might get lucky. Might get lucky on getting some backup stuff. Long Tom, ammo, MRM. MRM? Any MRM? No, no MRM. What are we looking for on weapons? Snub-nosed PPC. We got a rocket launch. We got 3 rocket launcher 40s. Well, that's definitely got some possibilities. Coming back into equipment, we have light ferro, modular armor. We need one of those. E-calling up to everything. An FCS web. We need that apparently. AES arms. We need those. We do not have the luck of getting machine gun FCS. What? Attachment increases the number of shots per trigger pull by +1 in all modes. Weapon is on ×1. It fires 3 shots. It now fires +3. Wait, what? Increases each mode by its normal step of shots. So if the weapon is ×1, it fires 3 shots. Now fires +3 in each mode. That makes no sense. Weapon attachment also gets 1. For machine gun arrays, I assume. That could be fun. Having that with an array and all the other shenanigans just all firing at once. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in the store I'd like to pick up before we leave and before the next report hits. Okay, let's push time forward. Alright, the big ones come back. We won't get Icky for a while. We can get the Chimera sooner, so we're gonna do that. At least we'll have that back. We're not gonna have any pilots back, and we're down 4 now. Wait, did I see a FCS web? You did. You did indeed. Unfortunately, we are still at war. Launch mission. What have we got? Oh, 4.5. It's doable, but oh. Okay. Okay. This is gonna get interesting. Right. We do have the Helepolis back. The Helepolis is a thing. I'm still not convinced on artillery, but I feel like artillery has been able to help in a few situations. We are going to swap away from... We're going to swap away from the Irby for now. I'm going to put Swooshy in Scorpion. There's a couple of situations where the fast cam would have been helpful. We are down Zid. That is unfortunate. We need to choose quite wisely as to what we bring. We could bring... we need to bring this for sure. Swap out the Anubis. FCF's web would be perfect for some mechs. It favors small number of heavy weapons, like ideally 1 weapon per arm and side torso. I can think of a mech where that would be usable. I can think of a couple mechs where that might be usable. The longbow for one. My plan is to have 4 LRM-15s. Would be perfect. I believe it only applies to 4 specifically. Right. As much as I'd like to bring the Helepolis, I'm not sure who could make a good use of it. I think I should pull back and grab Clambake and up his capabilities. Same with Pion. I might need to quickly go through and have a look at Pion and Clambake. Is anybody else? We got Tank. He could Helepolis, but we lose his primary function, which is very needed right about now. Oh, the Hellbag went down and Fuster Lizard is fine. Huh. Alright, he can go in the... He can go in that. All right, hold up, pulling back. Barracks. Going for...
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of didn't want to give Clambake any abilities until he could be replaced, but it's kind of working out that you guys are all really hard to find. So, we'll come in here. And we're going to take missile. Perfect targeting would have been amazing, but he's not capable of that. We're going to take shore movement and come up guts looking for that sweet heat reduction.
Complete.
Who else needed it? It was Pion, right?
Commander?
Maybe Pion. Pion is built wrong for what she's in. She really needed to be up top. But we don't have the training hall yet, and there's nothing we can do about it. That looks good to me. Slight weapon boost. Fantastic. Midnight is currently as good as she's going to get. Ninja could do with some gunnery, honestly. Mans needs some better accuracy. Fuster Cluck. Fuster Cluck, honestly, could just come up here.
Mech warrior training complete.
For now. Polecat. Polecat I would like to take all the way up, but heat efficiency is good.
Yes, we
Swooshy is as good as she's gonna get on the top there. Let's bring her up on piloting.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Bring her up on piloting charges.
Orders.
Tank. At this point, I feel like Tank definitely could use a bit more gunnery. Just for the occasional time where I need him to shoot. And then me, I've got nothing. Zid does. Zid has been well set. Stone Cold. It's not as useful, frankly, for how he is. Another case of you guys would be way better.
Yes, Commander.
Icky's got nothing.
What's up,
Chuckles is... Chuckles can get a tactics boost, and we'll leave him at that. Okay. Alrighty then. It's mission time. Because if we pass it, we're going to lose a huge chunk of faction. If I come down here and I go reputation. Currently, the Federated Suns finally like us. We're friendly. Which, I mean, I thought that they would give us more stuff, honestly. They're not. But I thought they would. The max contract difficulty was 4.5, so going to a 5 was a bit much. Well, we're going to 4.5 now, so give me more. Please. How do we increase max salvage? 418 has been what we've primarily been seeing. How do we get higher? Do they have to really like us to give us more salvage? Like, really, really like us? You love me! You really love me! Boost that. We're probably going to stop going to wars after this. What was your difficulty setting? That's a phenomenal question. One to which I will answer in a moment. One to which I will not answer because it's not here. Wait, nope, this is the wrong thing, right? Mod settings. Nope. Huh. Huh. Oh. Huh. Where do we see it? Difficulty, there it is. Okay, while we're here, it was generous. Yeah, look. This is me we're talking about here. I'm perceptive until I'm not. It's generous. It's generous in there not being particularly generous. But I thought that you could increase the amount of salvage you get from a mission by becoming friendly. Is that not the case? Was I lied to? Okay, so this is probably going to go interestingly. Yeah, interesting is definitely the word I'm going to use. We're pulling out the Irby. We're putting in the Scorpion. Scorpion at least is going to give them pain. Melly is going to have the Ossol. And I believe that is the only change I really was planning to make. The higher the rep, more likely you will get salvage items stacked. Oh, okay. And it doesn't do that with mech pieces, right? You still have 4 slots. So I still have 4 slots to fill, but do the mech parts start clustering, or are we stuck having them take the entire space? Because that's part of the problem, is I'm stuck going all the mech parts. Mech parts included. Oh! Shiny. Okay. That makes more sense. Thank you very much for the answer on that one. I got a whole mech once in 1 stack. Ooh, shiny. Okay. We are sitting in a rough spot. We have 9 units now. Normally, we'd be bringing out 12. We are kind of struggling now. 9 and a 4.5. We are still punching up, but we're down the Hunchback. And we've long lost the Assassin. What we have gained is the Scorpion and the Ossol and the Longbow. The Thunderbolt as well is doing some solid work. It could possibly be doing better. Okay, I think this is all we've got. If we fail this mission, I'm pulling out of the war. I will back us out if things look particularly like we're gonna... If we're looking like we're gonna full party wipe, I'll back us out. I'm not gonna restart, I'll back us out. We'll just have to deal with it. 4 parts, but only needed 4 parts. Yeah, that'd be the same here, sir. I'm out of water. I've gone through 1.5 already. Ah, I'm hot. I mean, yes, but I will be 1 moment. Oh, actually, give me 1 moment. I'm gonna refill my drinks before I forget. Hydration!
Mine.
Alrighty. Let me get this turned down. Was I a T-Rex for a moment there? Was I just, or am I just blind? I was a clown for a bit. Ha! Oh, you. Alright. Let me reduce that a little bit so it won't get picked up as much. Just run it for the next 15 minutes, which is actually going to be a chunk of the rest of the stream. So we got one mission left. That's we did one mission. This has gotten pretty long, huh?
Initiated.
Okay. Looking good. We're all clustered for the most part.
This is where the satellite pictures showed the hostile lance touching down. Move up and make contact and see what we're dealing with. I expect serious resistance. Oliveira out.
Just be glad we aren't Tyroki. We'll take you prisoner after we beat you.
Alright. Nothing about fog. Sensors be sensors. It's like we're using... Okay. Question, how many urban maps are there? Or is it all the same urban map and it's just pieces of the urban map? Is it just one massive damn map? Anywho. Question. How loud is the game for you guys? I'll bring it up a little bit. There we go, that should be better. Alright, swoosh. Swooshy of the wooshies. Was that's the edge? Okay. We're heading that way. No idea? Normal? Me and my questions. Curiosity and all that.
Location confirmed.
I'd laugh if that's how this game deals with its terrain. Is instead of RNG, it's just one mega map. And then every now and then it just puts you in a different part of it. And that's why urban maps are so slow, is because there's buildings literally everywhere outside of the map. That'd be about right. Alright.
Affirmative, Commander.
The music's telling me it wants glorious combat.
Wilco.
On my way.
I am concerned, but we'll see how this goes.
Piece of
Okay. Seeing a lot of 5
Move
evasion.
into position.
There's Peon.
Move order confirmed.
Copy that.
Are we seeing anything? Not yet. Good. I think I'd like to try and take this entire top section. Enemy contact? Where? I could have swore they fixed that. I thought they fixed the flying tank problem. Well, I guess they said it was kind of a... It was a maybe, I guess. But I could have swore they thought it was going to fix it. I guess it didn't. But we now have 2 flying tanks. One is a behemoth. And the other is a... Oh. Gods, that dies right now. That dies right now.
Talk to me.
I'm even going to utilize tank. Okay? That should tell you the severity of this.
Affirmative.
I'm even using tank to shoot it.
All weapons are go.
Which flying tank? Because I'm also a flying tank. The enemy flying tanks, not my flying tank.
Skipper.
Definitely the enemy ones. That thing has to die. It's an SRM carrier.
And 4.
That has what? SRM 40? More than 40. 12, 24, 36, 48. SRM 60. Dies now.
Engage target.
Yeah, couldn't finish it. Okay. It's all right. We've got Swo. Swo can definitely finish this, I'm sure. All right. Let's get moved over here. Might need to come back a little. Yep, that can see it.
Roger. Full speed.
That ain't a flying tank. It's a hover tank. No, it's flying. You see it? It's right up there. It's a flying tank. Oh, I see what you're doing. God damn it, man. You know what? Dead fire. Dead fire? Dead fire. Dead fire? Dead fire. I said I didn't have to use it often, but man, when it comes up, just
critical hit.
Go away. Oh God. Ah! Oh.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
No.
I can't take much more of this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right here.
God damn, that was some unlucky shooting. Okay, Ninja. Ninja, I believe in you. Don't fail me now. Do it. Good man.
Reporting. Enemy.
Okay, okay.
I hear ya.
Right, you're the coil wonder, huh? Huh. 6 evasion. Should be able to get a lot more than that. Huh. 6 evasion is what we're currently capable of. How hot? Holy crap. You want to fire 2 of them? Good luck with that. You want to fire one of them? You're fine.
Tell me what to shoot.
That's a miss. Yeah, no kidding. Holy heat, Batman.
Systems recycling for another shot.
Still,
Standing
she
by.
doesn't use ammo, so she could overheat without too much trouble, right? Right? This city is one where tanks fly. Too many tanks are flying. Fire!
Firing all weapons.
Fortunately, it can't move.
Yes, Commander.
Unfortunately, it's a savage piece of frickin'. If I don't move. Oh, there we go. Kill it. Yes. It's not a kill, but damn, that was good. Heat damage is a thing. Yeah, that would be
Awaiting
this
orders.
lovely lady here, who is currently aiming the wrong direction. There we go. Plasma rifles, heat damage. Midnight, kill.
Roger that. Reporting vehicle destroyed.
No pieces? Not even gonna tell me if it's impossible? No? Okay, that's fine.
Ready for orders.
All right, Clambake, you are kind of rough in the back. We gotta keep you butt to the
Location
buildings. All right, we have no idea where the enemies are. Somehow they know where we are. Oi, how do you know where we are? Oh, the tanks. Yeah, but that was... Stop it! Vengeance shall be upon you! 80 tons. Oh, 80 tons. How are they seeing us? Oh, gods! How?
Taking minimal damage.
Where are they? Oh. No. Where the hell were they?
No retreat.
God damn.
I've got
Tank,
your back.
all right, I've had enough of this. I need you to literally go out and find the enemy. Can you get on top of that? No, not looking like it, but we can get you. That'll have to do. All right, what do you got?
Roger that.
All right, we've got an awesome, we've got something way in the back here. We've got nothing back here. So everything was way back here. How did they see us? They shouldn't be seeing you. Agreed. They should have no vision. You know what? You're my next target.
I've got a sensor lock.
I did kill the tanks, so
Confirmed.
they should have lost vision, but they didn't. I'm going to have to deal with the fact that they didn't. That's fine.
All right, let's move.
Unless something glitched out. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It's urban map. Urban maps are just wonky. Okay. That's some hits. And then that's missiles going to hit the ether.
Ready for orders.
All right, swooshy. It is not strictly necessary that she moved too far. I'm gonna walk. Oh yeah.
Heading out.
All right, we have options. We could dump some Fascum around it. Literally could aim straight at it and turn that section into pain and suffering. I was thinking of coming up through here. It just depends where the enemy is going to be. We could dump... I'm loath to do it here because I want to use that highway. Can we aim for that? Ooh, we could aim for that. Can we aim for that? That's really far. Huh. You know what? Actually, in that case, hang on. Instead, I'm going to throw down here.
Engaging target.
Okay, looking great. Fantastic. Okay.
That didn't hit?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. That's part of the plan.
Good to go.
All right, Koi Lady. Melly is kind of stuck up here for now. Won't be able to see the enemy. Luckily, we don't need to see the enemy to hit target prediction. That should hopefully help others if they can maybe get some shots. All right, Ninja can actually get to a point where he can shoot.
On my way. Double time.
Fantastic. We're looking good. Fire! We might need to put some heavier weapons on him, honestly.
Daniel.
Okay, Polecat. Polecat does as Polecat does.
Got it, Commander.
Okay. Series of hits, missing the primary weapon.
Commander.
Pion doesn't care about mobility. Pion sees enemy. Pion shoots enemy. Nice and simple.
Confirmed.
All right, all right, all right. Looking good, looking good. Fantastic. Ooh, Ooh, that was good. Maybe downgrade the binary with a large laser, replace the rack with a gauze. I'm thinking something similar. I was actually thinking an AC 10 or 5
Commander?
or something. Maybe a walk. A gauze is a solid choice. Right, we're gonna have Midnight move ahead of everybody else.
On the move.
Midnight has had enough of watching her friends be absolutely freaking decimated and is not overly happy that her back armor has been opened so wide. So she's going to get some glorious vengeance here. And that is a knockdown. Pop? No pop, but initiative reduction and a lot of damage. Awesome, I'll take it. How are they seeing us?
I've got eyes on hostile.
Wait, no, that makes sense. We're still kind of sighted. But that's... No, I guess that does make sense. Cataphract has taken damage in a very unpleasant location. Crap, we're gonna lose the ER. Alright, Clambake. Clambake, right now we need to stop being seen by the enemy. Please just annihilate them. Right here, right now, I don't care. Kill it.
Give them everything you've got.
One piece.
Enemy down.
Yep. Alright, hopefully that stops that. It's another awesome shot. And we're still being sighted! From where? We took them down unless the tanks next to me are still functioning. They shouldn't be able to see us.
Oh, you bastards.
I don't understand.
My old mama can hit harder than that.
Unless there's something in a building. Sneaky infantry in the buildings. Is that a thing in BattleTech Advanced?
Systems holding.
Oh, I might have to use my one. Honestly, this is getting silly. The tank corpses are right here.
How can I help?
You are gonna need to come over here and find out what the hell is shooting at me.
Aye, aye.
That's a thing. We have an awesome. Damn! That Banshee is nothing in comparison to that freaking awesome standard longbow and a pillager. All right, I see how this is going. So we need to start clearing off this direction. We need to pull them out of wherever the heck they are. Holy Retribution and Yield Mech were 5 days. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Sweep. I'm not gonna hit the pillager. Maybe I hit the pillager. Awesome. Don't care. Any hits are a hit. Right. We need to get buildings in between us. Nothing you should be seeing you, I agree, and yet the whole map is seeing me. Alright, next up, Swooshy.
Good to go.
Swooshy's gonna unfortunately be in a spot where she can be seen. Nope, she's good.
No shooting, just running.
Alright, well, I can see these enemies, so screw that awesome. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Okay, that's
Negative damage.
That's fine. Damage isn't the purpose here. Alright, Ninja. Ninja could actually maybe get some shots off on this. That's the funny part about his build. He can technically hit the awesome. The awesome's going to rampage him back, but he can technically hit the awesome. Anyway, about those buildings.
Consider it done.
You're in a glitched mission. I can restart. No, I can't. It's a
Waiting for
freaking
orders.
war. It'll bug out. I would have to go somehow. I would have to go to the previous mission. Oh no, that'll be fine. Yeah, we can go to the previous mission, but the store will reset into something that's unfortunate. What are the chances of being able to run through here? Pretty okay, I think.
Pedal to the metal.
We'll see what the enemy does
Aye,
once I'm actually all hidden. If they can still absolutely ream me, then yeah, I will take this as a bugged mission and go back. Though I might just do that anyway for the simple sake that this is kind of getting a bit silly. If I go here, we can see. Vision's vision. Banshee's not the threat, but I'll take it and I'll take the shot anyway.
Firing a full salvo.
Nice. Not so nice. Very nice. Very nice. Not so nice. Fantastic. Not so nice. All right, Polecat.
On the way. Double time.
Don't mind the Scorpion. It's just going to be doing a hell of a lot of work this mission. Right. So if they can shoot me from all angles through their sensors, then it's a bugged mission. I'm going to reset it.
Standing by.
All right. Midnight. Midnight has been kind of knocked around, but can get a solid shot. What is that? Left side? I'm gonna aim it slightly off to the side. So we're gonna torso twist.
Confirmed.
We're gonna take that shot.
Taking the shot.
Unfortunate. Well, c'est la vie. Okay. Yep, we like misses. Misses are good. Tank's not a fan of getting hit, so yeah, this is nice.
Good to go.
Clam bake. You're fine. Little dazed. But you're fine for the most part. Okay. Actually, in that case, let's keep you at indirect fire.
Move into position.
Okay. The awesome tried to do a thing. Fire at the longbow.
Roger.
Nice. It's probably going to do the same in kind. One thing I don't understand. I have vision of it, right? Because tank. Things are still hitting me from the left. They shouldn't. Can they see me? Nothing should be able to see me, right? Even the enemies that I've got vision of because of tank
Took a hard hit
shouldn't
there.
be seeing my main forces,
Reporting
correct?
heavy damage.
I took a
Because
critical
we see
hit.
them. They don't have anything close to me. Right?
I lost a
I
weapon.
agree. I agree. It's bugged out. We'll go to the post mission. Can't go to the pre-mission, and because of war, it'll bug out. Yeah, that's what we're thinking, Tecto. It happens. This game
retreat.
This game is incredibly fun, but it is a little bit of a mess in places. And that's just the base game. The base game's a bit of a mess. Well, we play the waiting game. Yeah. You know, I was really tempted while I was out in the kitchen. I was really tempted to make a quick ham sandwich. Man, I'm hungry. The hunger has definitely hit. It's hit, and it's hit hard. Ham sounds really good right now. Can't believe that first mission took almost 3 hours. Granted, there was a lot of talking. Was a rough mission though. We are really punching up. We're punching up pretty hard. What? Ham. Yes. Very tempting. Very tempting. I look forward to the Nutcracker being available. That thing's gonna be insane. Okay. Alright, we're out pre-mission now. Back to where we were before we decided to do a bunch of random stuff. Wait, what? After hearing that Mallory was involved in an accident, you stop by Medbay to visit the mech warrior as she recovers. Hi, Commander. Mallory touches the bandage on her head. I was doing pull-ups on the wall shelf and it came loose. The shelf above it came down too, right on my head. You shake your head, frowning. You know those shelves aren't rated for your weight. Mallory laughs. I wish I had a better option, Commander. There's just not enough room to roam right now. I'm going to develop an exercise regimen for the mech warriors. Melly has an injury. Damn. Over the next week, you and Darius develop a daily training routine for the mech warriors involving simple bodyweight exercises and jogging laps around the Alpha Pod corridors. When Mallory gets out of medbay, she joins the training. Darius reports that the warriors are grumpy about fucking hell. Man, morale fucking straight up. Wow, okay. Imposed on them, but he hopes that this will help keep them out of trouble. If we repair and reopen the gymnasium in Beta Pod, that would probably be better received. Didn't we have a freaking training hall? Hold on. We have training module 1. We've just made Beta Pod, but no one should be in Beta Pod yet. We were gonna get training module 2 after this. Gym is on the bottom part. Oh. What does that require? Beta Pod. We have Beta Pod. We are just finishing up making something. They're really forcing my hand, huh? Because I really want the training module 2 so that I can actually, you know. I need training module 2 so that I can actually frickin' respec people. We're currently working on Beta Pod. That was unfortunate and sucky, but oh well, c'est la vie. It is what it is. Luck of the draw. That's the unfortunate luck of restarting. I'm also afraid to look at the store currently. Continuing on. Launch mission. We could also pass. Ambush convoy. Oh, baby. Although, looking at things, I probably should stop, given that this is going to take another frickin' few hours at the rate things have been going. And can you hear my voice? I can feel it. It's starting to get really sore. I think we're going to call it here. unfortunate, but I haven't been able to let my voice rest much. And I don't want to damage it. I keep having to talk because everything I do requires talking. I think I'm just gonna have to shut up for a week or something. I might have to take the rest of the week off, guys.
Attention! The stream will be ending
there's
soon.
that.
Boss, you better stop when it's time.
Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna take the rest of the week off. I'm glad everybody had fun. I'm happy to have revealed the new look. I'm gonna take the rest of the week off, and then hopefully come next Monday we'll be back to shenanigans as normal. But I need to let my voice rest. This is getting kind of bad. I can feel it. Okay. However, we are going to send everybody down into a direction. The question is, which direction are we going? It is kind of looking like huh. How long is she going for? All right. I'm actually contemplating throwing everybody at Mariah Moran. Let's go hit up Mariah. I have never raided into Mariah. So hold up, wait for the points, prepare for glory, because we're heading on out. Let's go. Mariah Moran. How do you spell that? Mariah, not Mariah, it's Mariah. There we are. Alrighty then! It's that time again. It's time to head on out. Time for glory and to take everything we possibly can take. Here is a thing for raid. Here is a thing for sub-raid. If you don't feel like using any of those and have the ability to, just throw out a crap load of these. Otherwise, just say you're under attack or something of the sort. Something silly, something fun. Either way, bye! And YouTube, thank you for anybody who watched this during the stream. Thank you for everybody that watches it after the stream. You're awesome. Have a good one. End.